Welcome, everyone. I don't know why it's so blurry right now. I hope it's not blurry for you guys, your screen. But welcome, everyone, to the Puck Drops here. This is Peter Fife, of course. Aiden, you said late. I don't know if you're late or if you're saying I'm late. I know I'm very late. The Giants scored a touchdown and they made a defensive stop. What's up, guys? How are you doing? I just kind of hung out and then I showered and I realized I was really hungry because I hadn't eaten lunch. So I ate a huge dinner. I don't know. I don't know why it's blurry. I have no idea. Maybe I have to shut off my computer. I have no idea what happened with it. Yeah, sure. I may have to shut off my computer after this just to kind of reboot it and see what it's all about. But yeah, so that's why I was late. Yeah, sure.
Ask everybody, do you want to be number one? Everybody will raise their hand. There's nobody to expect more football than Nick Saban. We've had a lot of suffering to get to where we were. Nick's a genius. Just trust him and go with it. We have to motivate them to be the best that you can be. When you get to the top of it, you become there. Remember when your dream was too big? And you could fearlessly face
I'm calling you, Trent. Hold on.
you still can.
Hi, Trent. Welcome, everyone. Again, our NFL contributor, Trent Stolley.
Unstoppable. Like the millions of people who rely on credentials.
Did you just create an account? Peter, I'm making a series where I'm doing an edit for every team. I'll do the Devils for you tomorrow. So far, I've done Bruins and just a 2020 to 21 to 22 season hype. Abs, I'll do one for you in 2 days. Okay, so Trent, you been watching this game?
No.
What are you doing?
Playing NHL.
Can I pick the teams?
Okay.
You are Columbus, and you are hosting the Calgary Flames.
Okay.
Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Jones, high snap. Jones has it. Pressure. Jones gets out of there. Jones throws short screen. Drop by Barkley. Ugh. Can't drop those. But Saquon Barkley, and there's an offensive lineman trying to get trainers over for the Giants. Not sure who it was.
My final score for today is 23 Washington, 17 Giants.
Oh, boo.
Oh, boo.
Oh, good for you. I don't know if you guys will get that. Of course, Trent has to be worse teams. Yes, because Trent likes dumb teams. There is an offensive lineman down for the Giants. This is not good. Remember, Lemieux was put on the IR today. Commercial break coming for injury timeout. But Lemieux was put on the IR. So another offensive lineman issue would be horrible for the Giants. Avs fan picked 23-17 New York. Nice.
Nice.
Aiden, is Charles Nathan? What do you think? Trent, Charles is Nathan, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. It's not you, though.
You know what's funny? Charles would never say Nathan is a good guy, though.
Right. That's the one that gave him away.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But Nathan, I don't think, was the one that really bothered him. It's his cousin. What's his name?
It's too obvious.
Who's that guy? Who's the one with the baby as his logo? Remember that guy? Brendan or whatever his cousin's name? Oh, speaking of friends that were what?
Yeah, Brandon.
Brandon, that's right. Speaking of stuff of cousins, them. I took a look today because I was having a discussion in my sports class about fantasy. So I took a look at my fantasy league. I am awful.
For what? NFL or
No,
MLB?
fantasy baseball.
Oh, okay. You know, still 14, 2 and 2.
What?
I have 2 ties.
Wow.
Number 1 draft pick.
Didn't even know you could have
I'm
ties.
scoring like 363 points though. That's what I found weird. Oh, ankle. Hello.
Did you start it?
Get wrecked.
Well, we welcome you back. It is really
Now they've got the cart out for one of these offensive linemen for the Giants. This is real bad. Hope he will be okay.
and it's
The emergency cart is out.
The fridge.
so Gates who had moved to left guard
And it is Gates,
with this injury, and they're going to have to cart him
the
off.
left guard. So Lemieux on the IR. This guy's going to be out for a number of weeks, if not the whole season. Giants getting really thin at offensive line. You may have to start thinking, even after this game, of free agency. There's got to be some offensive lineman that could come in. There's Joe Judge. He's got to figure out what he wants to do with his team now. I'm pretty sure that's not Nathan because he didn't say 100%. Haha. We have to go back to commercial because it's that bad of an injury that more has to be done. So we go back to commercial. We'll be back in a little bit.
This team has
Stop making weird noises. I want to talk about the NFL. In fact, you know what? This is the time you can do some predictions. Ready? Let's go.
Yep, yep. Okay. First, let me get NFL up here. Nathan just texted me and said, "What the heck? He just took my mod."
Oh, God.
Okay, so
Things never
I say
change.
The Bears win 27-24 over the Bengals.
Oh, wow.
I say Browns win 41-13 over the Texans.
I don't like you.
Pizza Hut's Detroit style pizza is back.
Okay. I say the Rams beat the Colts 24-17.
Detroit style pizza. Create your own pick from 3 signature recipes.
Bills and Dolphins. I say the Bills beat the Dolphins 30-20.
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
I say Dallas beats the Chargers 27-23. I know, right? I did say Washington 23-17, right?
Yeah.
Nathan just told me. He said, "Ask Peter about dinner picks."
Nope.
Okay, Jackson Patriots. I have the Patriots winning 23-10 over the Jets. 49ers. I have the 49ers winning.
Texans might go 1-15. Yeah, I know, Aiden. That's what I predicted, actually. 1-16, not 1-15. There's 17 games, no buys. And there is the one-star captain getting carted off. That big lineman for the Giants, and this is not good. Not good at all, but he raises his hand up to let the Giants faithful here know in Washington, and his teammates who patted him on the chest just before he was carted off also the outstanding defensive star, the young star from Ohio State of the Washington football team, also gave him a bit of a chest pat, but his hand is up. He lets you know that he's good, and the Giants now are going to have to try to figure out something after a brutal loss to the offensive line. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Ball's at the 24. Handoff. Saquon Barkley. Going to go for a first down. Barkley down the sideline. Saquon will be pushed out after about a 30 to 35-yard run. Saquon is back.
Nathan told me to make Charles a mod.
Yeah, but I hit him, so you can't do that. What a run by your boy. It's your boy again, Trent. Saquon Barkley finally getting a huge run. He only had 29 yards of rushing last week against Denver. He comes up with a huge run, and it's first down Giants. Saquon being Saquon, yep.
49ers beat the Eagles 33-23.
Also, I recommend you put this game on once you're done with hockey so we can talk about it. Ball now at the 35-yard line of Washington, just like that. Daniel Jones flip out behind the line. They are going to give this for a toss and about a few yards there by Board, who is fantastic in the preseason. It'll be second and short for the Giants, who have to get to the Washington 25.
I say Steelers beat the Raiders 27-23.
What a game that's going to be, Trent.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty good.
I'm very excited for that game.
Saints beat the Panthers 37-17.
Daniel Jones under center. Handoff Barkley. Barkley up the middle. Close to the first down marker. It'll be third and short. The second and 4 becomes third and 2.
I say Broncos beat the Jaguars 23-10.
Wow. Well, I would expect that. Probably.
Vikings Cardinals. I say Cardinals beat the Vikings.
Third and 2. Daniel Jones is out there. 120 total yards for New York. -3 for the football team. 1 rushing yard for Washington. 77 for the Giants. Shotgun snap Daniel Jones, and someone called a timeout. I believe it was New York. It was a Giants timeout with 3:49 left in the first quarter.
I say Cardinals beat the Vikings 31-27. I say Buccaneers beat the Falcons 37-10. I say Seahawks. No, Titans beat the Seahawks.
A lot of the weight's going to be put on Nate Solder. He has to carry the weight. No Lemieux, the other captain, gone, and Daniel Jones is out there. Let's see what Garrett and Joe Judge can solve here. Third and 2. They're in field goal range, but they would definitely want some more points. Washington, of course, has a slew of injuries, including their quarterback. Free agent pickup Fitzpatrick is out. Heineke is in, who played good against Tampa in the playoffs last year, decent against the Chargers in week 1, but has been absolutely ineffective in this game. Full start coming up against the Giants as Jones spikes the ball. So third and 2 becomes third and 7. Trent, what is that noise?
Okay, I'm back.
What was that noise?
It's a TV probably.
You have a main account, Nathan. Stop saying that you have not a main account. GDD, please don't. Hockey hot takes. What about it, GDD? What hot takes do you have? Third and 7 for the Giants. Ball's back at the Giant 32. They've got to get to the Washington 25. On third and 7. Daniel Jones, shotgun snap. They pressure the pocket. Daniel Jones pumps it, fakes it, and he got sacked. Well, it actually didn't go down until he rushed for a few more yards to get a bit more yards back, but he got sacked. So no conversion now. Can the Giant kicker get points? Good rush there by Washington, as Solder was bum rushed, absolutely bum rushed. I don't know why Joe Buck says they're out of field goal range. I don't think they're out of field goal range. It's a deep one, but I would attempt it.
How far is it? Like 53 yards?
Somewhere in that vicinity. Ball is at the Washington 40, and now there is a Washington football team player, Ioannidis, down, receiving medical attention. So one of the offensive linemen goes down for the Giants. One of the defensive linemen goes down for Washington. 4th and 13, we'll be back from commercial.
Nathan said, tell Peter to mod me.
Yeah, I know. I saw it on his thing.
The yours. always have a lot of players out. What? I hear the commercial.
I don't know what that commercial is, guys.
I'm watching it at the same time.
Well, yeah, because I have it on. There we go. So now you're seeing a picture of a guy holding a picture.
Yeah.
A LifeLock commercial. What? Hi, Nathan. See, use that account.
Yeah, stop using your alt.
Where am I at? Montclair. I know the camera looks horrible. I don't know what's going on with it.
Kitty.
I think it has to do with the fact that I haven't like shut off and restarted this computer. So maybe after the stream I'll probably do that and like kind of maybe close some apps. I think so much stuff is open the computer's getting clogged. What, Trent?
Nothing. Whoa!
Why? What does that have anything to do with anything?
I don't know. Whoa!
It's because you're Trent and you're weird.
Yes, I know, right? Come here, dog. Hey. You want to see something?
Do I see something? No. Can I stream the postseason for the MLB? I don't know if I'll stream every game, but I'll try to stream more and more games in the playoffs of baseball. Joe Buck is dumb. Why is Joe Buck dumb, Abs fan? Because of what I said? Try to stream Padres if you make it? Yeah, sure. But I don't know if you guys are going to make it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't talk. You can't talk, Trent. Your team's not good.
We're pretty good. We almost beat Tampa.
They did. What happened?
Nathan said
Giants punted the ball, but there was only a giant back. I'm a bit confused, but I think Washington's getting the ball back.
Go, Heineke.
Heineke, the young quarterback, obviously, he started the game, as we talked about. He started the game He started the game last week. He's trashed at announcing. Well, I'm not going to comment about announcers because I don't want to upset people. You know, I'm trying to get an announcer job, but my team's good. I'm a Yankee fan. Well, we took 2 of 4, so versus Giants. That's what he said. There's a handoff, and that one just gets stuffed. And Washington, who's had a punt both drives. I can't concentrate with what you're saying. I'm trying to broadcast. Because it's Trent. I have to agree with Nathan.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're very annoying.
What?
I have to agree with Trent and Nathan sometimes. Sometimes you're really you're annoying sometimes. Here is Heineke throwing down the middle. He's got a man. The youngster Brown to the 39 of Washington. A 22-yard gain. What a good shotgun snap play by. All right, Nathan. That's not going to happen. This is family friendly. That's not happening like this. I'm not timing you out, Nathan. That's fine. Yankees are cheating. You see they're blowing whistles for signs. A lot of teams did that. Houston did that. Boston did that. Handoff to the 40, and that's all it goes. That's about a yard. And it'll be second down. Now we got Giants and Washington players barreling into each other. This is a real rivalry, which we haven't seen between these teams, despite that they're divisional foes, in some time. But you are seeing a real rivalry because of Washington's resurgence and the fact that the Giants do have talent. When am I getting the Fedorov jersey? I don't know. I want it, but I also don't want to spend money. Heineke shotgun snap. Fakes it. Heineke throws over the middle. Got a man. First down. Laurent. Past the 50 into Giant territory. McLaurin. 1st and 10, Washington. Real great play there by McLaurin to extend the yards there. 1st and 10 for Washington. Ball is at the 48 of the Giants. There's a handoff for about 4 or 5. Gibson, and it's 1st down for Washington. I hate the Astros, but cheating against the Dodgers and Yankees is highly encouraged. Ooh, okay. Heineke in the shotgun. Heineke, shotgun snap, but it's a bit high. Heineke's got it, throws it over the middle, and McLaurin got the ball, but he was hit short of the 1st down marker. And the 1st quarter's over. 2nd quarter to start. As 3rd down will ensue. Washington, they're marching. They're down by 7. New York 7, Washington nothing after the end of the 1st quarter.
Technologies and help you quickly overcome any obstacle. Without all of this.
Oh, that is better.
Who's that?
Oh, if you want coffee, you gotta get past tantrum.
You're in for a rude awakening. For technology that moves you forward, trust CDW Amplified Services.
What are earthquakes on Mars? Why do people say heads up? We should up. What if the key to never getting found out is not in the key?
Yeah. Question everything. Read it in the all-new Hyundai Tucson.
We race the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this is
Trent told me on TikTok you'd make me mod if I listened. Trent, who is this? NY Giants Nation. Is that actually a fan or is that Nathan?
That's Nathan.
Okay.
Hey, Shaq. Oh, what up, fellas? Remember you were talking about the General being great insurance, and we disagreed. And we stopped letting you sit with us at lunch. I do. Well, turns out you were right. We just misjudged them based on their commercials.
It's not me. Nathan just came with his main account and said it's not me.
For nearly 60 years.
I swear.
Can
we sit with you too?
I don't know.
Means no. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
Every customer has their own safe light story. This couple was on a camping.
All right, I'm going to mod him, Trent, but you have to let me know when Nathan texts you back immediately if I mod him. If he doesn't say anything, then this guy's just a Giants fan that follows your TikToks. But if it's not,
Okay, you start laughing emojis.
so that means he literally just sent them.
Yep.
Just don't mod NY Giants. Okay, I'll hide him.
Modest.
3rd and 1 for Washington as they change directions on the field. Heineke is motioning. 3rd and 1. They may go for it on 4th down if the Washington football team doesn't get it, unless maybe they lose a ton on this, and then maybe they wouldn't. Start the 2nd quarter. Heineke, the handoff. Looked like he was stopped short, but then forged ahead for the 1st down. Giants saying no. Giants say no. I thought he got it. But Gibson was hit after the play, and the Giants say, well, as the play's going, and the Giants say they got him, and I think the referees agree with him. Did he get there? Oh, he was short. Gibson was short by a half inch. And Washington's going to go for it on 4th and 1. That play clock is ticking, though. Heineke's got Gibson. Everybody's hammering at the line. Heineke, quarterback sneak, and he got it. and Washington converts on first down. Taylor Heineke went right up to the line and quickly just barreled his weight across to get the first down. And he's not a huge guy, but a fairly bulky guy.
Big boy. I timed it out because he said, "Oh, Trent's calling on TikTok." Then he said, "Peter, like, how do you know my name is Trent when all he had was T in my name? And how would you know his
that's
name
clearly
is Peter,
right. Gibson handoff to the outside. Gibson got a bunch after Martinez, the former Packer, barrels him down for New York. Second and short for Washington. GDD, stop spamming, bro. Heineke throws short. Gibson barreled down, but he was pulled forward on the tackle by Williams. So I'm not sure if he got the first down. He may have. No, he did not. Did not. Nose of the ball was not over the first down marker. It's 3rd and 1 again for Washington. Handoff for Gibson, the line, and then he stopped. Jackson. I don't think Gibson got there. His arm and the ball is over the line, but I'm pretty sure his knee went down before that happened. So this should be 4th and 1 again. No, this time they say he got over. 1st and 10 for Washington. I trust you, but it's just weird things that guy is saying. And for Rocketson 7 pull, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo 7, somebody just decided to do it. I'm not going to override my mods if I don't know specifically, Heineke play action fake. Heineke stepping up, throwing over the side. He's got a man. McLaurin to the Giant 13. Why are you clapping?
Yeah.
Why are you clapping?
Why?
What?
You know why?
Does it have to do with the mods or Washington?
No, Giants. No, honestly, I like the Giants way more than Washington.
I like both more than your team.
What?
I said I like both more than your team. No, I'm being truthful. Here's Heineke throwing to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Give Hannah.
McLaurin, and it's 7. Heineke threw this thing over the top, and McLaurin, who has been a security blanket all night long, went into the flat, and right in the end zone, and Washington is within a point of time this time. Great route, though, by McLaurin. Kick is on its way. As it is now 7-7, the Giants getting the ball back, but in a tie game.
Move. Daddy, move for the daddy today.
What's wrong with you, Trent? Trent, what's wrong with you?
I'm daddy moves. You have to admit, I am daddy moves.
What's that even mean?
What?
I said, what does that even mean?
Your daddy. I'm daddy moves.
It's just dumb.
Daddy moves. Have you ever seen that on TikTok?
I used to have a TikTok, yes, that I don't use anymore, correct.
Who did the Dolphins play again? Bills. The Bills.
Buffalo.
The Bills.
Oh, do we have a rocket ship?
We have 6 players going, which means our probability of being passed is 92%.
$500,000. We can buy a regular rocket ship.
No more rocket ships.
Feel the NFL action like never before. Download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app and play free for millions in prizes.
Duluth Trading Fire Hose Fabric. Outlast. Four-wheeling, two-wheeling, cord whipping, cornholing, cheering, chili dogs, real dogs, dad duty, DIY, date night, late night, nosy neighbors, fiery feats, truck stuff, going Dutch, 9 to 5 8, 5 to 9 8, no service, and service required.
I gotta do something, but I will still listen to the stream. All right, Aiden. Cool.
Only at Duluth Trading.
Appreciate you being here.
The freaking Yankees just lost to the freaking Orioles.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They lost again? Hold on. Give me a second.
Wait, who's pitching?
I don't know.
It was Randy.
You're losing in the bottom of the 10th. Oh, my God. Wait, it's the bottom of the 10th. The Orioles are home. You lost. How did you lose?
You know what?
Baltimore's awful.
Lose to the Orioles,
Aiden,
like,
you don't deserve the playoffs. I'm sorry. You lost again to these guys. The Rays are 18-1 against Baltimore. Why are you losing to them? Kick is out of the end zone. My God.
Wait, did the Mets lose to the Orioles?
No, it's a touchback. The Giants getting the 25. That's
That
embarrassing.
voice back though.
What?
It's bad.
They are bad. Seven now the Giants. Daniel Jones under center. Jones fakes it to Saquon. Daniel Jones throwing nowhere, completely over the receiver's head, and just missed one of his targets. Board, I believe.
Wait,
Andrews,
Peter,
excuse
didn't
me,
you
and there
guys
was just
lose to the
nobody there.
Orioles 10-3?
He's Avs fan's a Rockies fan, so he knows that his team is bad. I have no idea why you're losing to them now.
You guys lost to the Orioles 10-3
When?
back in June.
Okay, we don't play them that much. You play them all the time. You shouldn't be losing them. Handoff to DeMonte Booker, close to the first down marker at third and short for the Giants. Yeah, he's a Kid Giovanni. When Washington get a name? Yeah, I don't know. How are you doing, Kid Giovanni? Though, no, but get him out of here. Why? I'm not gonna get out of here. Yeah, Rockies and Giants. Here is Daniel Jones going down. Washington with another sack. The offensive line is not up to par. The football team will force a punt, and there you have it.
Hey, Daddy.
Stop. You're the
Tell
NFL
song
contributor,
goes.
not a weirdo.
Tell the song goes.
Rockies and Giants, and I agree the Padres are better than the Yankees. Why do you like two teams in the same? Yeah, I don't understand.
With 68 wins, Cat.
The punt will be fair caught around the 33. That's where Washington will get it. At the 33-yard line. They're 33 after a 42-yard punt by the Giants. 9:47 to go in the second quarter. 7-7, Washington and New York.
To kick off football season, we're giving you customers an instant win. Bet $1 200 instantly, no matter what.
What the?
Bet $1 on any NFL game. Get 200 instantly. Plus, if you're
Where's my dog?
anyone can win over
I don't know where your dog is.
You know what? I know a thing about it too. Of a thing about it too.
With an official sports betting partner of the
What?
NFL.
Exactly.
Chicken sandwich for you. And a delicious
What's wrong with you, Sam?
My dog just took a massive shit.
I don't know, Nathan. I don't really watch politics anymore. I don't know why, but I like the Rockies because they're from Denver, the Giants because I like Crawford and Posey in the early 2010s, and I ended up rooting for the whole team. I just made an alt account because he's angry at you.
Come here, daddy dog. I'm gonna
Oh,
put my
stop.
dick with you.
Stop being weird. Now he wants you to unmod you.
Oh.
Attention so good, it's scary. To playing October 1st. My work has been viewed by 100 million people. My work helps save lives. My work is not platinum. My work is
Do you know what my math teacher said?
What?
She said the
Keep
one
it
day
PC. Keep it PC. Keep it PC. What does she say?
She was like, one day, she was like, yeah, oh, I mean, these kids are like, they're like, oh, can you explain something in drawing? And she's like, I always use stick figures.
Oh, yeah, I know. You showed me that on the Discord.
And she's like,
I know.
and
You
she's
showed
like,
me
because I
that.
say why is there a penis?
Guys, what's wrong with you?
It wasn't me, it was the teacher.
Yeah, but the stories that you tell are just... I never
Yo,
thought of these when I was your age.
things, okay?
I never was a weirdo, whatever.
When your lesbian math teacher talks about penises.
No, but you didn't even bring that up. But if you're just a random guy on YouTube, you don't bring that up to him. Like, you just say, keep that to yourself. Hey,
It's
Giovanni
funny,
saw on the hot Take Hockey stream. Yeah, when's he going to start streaming again?
Hot titty hockey.
If everyone in Philly knew who Trent's sports teams are, he might be one of the most hated in Philly. Oh, he's getting beat up for something. Sorry, but come on.
Shut.
Here is Heineke. Heineke, play action. Heineke, short throw to the tight end, another backfield. Tripped up, but close to the first down marker. There's a penalty flag down.
Nathan just texted me and said, Peter's a good guy, 100%.
How do I feel about that? How should I feel about that? He streamed Leafs versus Jackets prospect tourney today. I'm a hockey guy. I'd never stream that. Who would watch that? I'm not shaming him. I'm just saying, who's going to watch the prospect tournament? Who?
Me?
You would watch a prospect tournament.
Yes.
Nathan just said, I'm not texting anyone.
Cap.
That's, yeah.
So I
that's a
didn't
lie.
show up as Padres fan.
Oh, I know who he is.
Pedo Reese fan.
What? Heineke.
I definitely didn't say pedo.
Stepping up and throwing over the middle. Had a man down, McLaurin. He wants a penalty. There is none. First and 22 becomes second and 22 due to the false start penalty against Washington.
Dude, I could jerk off from that and just hit him from behind.
What?
I could jerk off to that. And he just
Whoa, my God! PC, why? I can't send these because these are so awful.
Sorry, that was a good guy. 100%.
But why do you, this is supposed to be professional. Why do you guys so weird and immature and inappropriate whenever we do this?
I'm sorry.
But it's every day
It
with
just had
you.
to be said.
Anyway, Heineke throwing to the side, almost intercepted. Are there flags because the tight end got bump pressed? None. Third down. That's what they're doing. He bump presses every time. They bump press the guy off the sideline, and every time he tries to come up, boom. They bring the heat. They bring the guy coming in, and I don't know what specifically that was supposed to do, but whatever it did, it definitely helped. Well, here we go. Heineke, short throw, trying to get some punt range, and he got about 10 there to McKissick, and it's 4th down for Washington. They will be punting.
Hey, Daddy, sleeping on the laptop. Hey, Moose, look at that, my dad.
Oh my God, stop with that.
Okay. I mean, it's just like that.
I don't get what that is. Anyway, there's a flag on the play, and it's against Washington. So that'll move the punt back even further.
Kick the ball. That wasn't supposed to sound weird, okay? You're thinking that.
I think Nathan's mod needs to be removed.
Why?
He's saying some crazy stuff.
Let me see.
I hit him, so you can't see it. The punt will be down at the 21.
If Trump was president,
Yes. You see it now?
does Trump will pump the shit out of you.
How did you even see it? Also, we go to commercial So we'll be back.
You can click on
with the Giants on their own 21.
press see message or something. Weeble wobble, but it don't fall down.
What are these memes you keep saying?
Oh my God! You don't know what Weeble wobble is.
No, I don't live on your. I don't live on your on the phone like you. I have a life.
I don't either.
Oh.
It's just like TikTok For You page is messed up.
But I don't go on TikTok anymore. Peter, I'm leaving. How are you leaving? No, you don't understand. I hid you because I needed to delete the comment and it wouldn't let me. You know I've done this before. Stop being weird. You know I've done this before. That's the only reason why I did that. Why would you leave? Come on. Why would you leave?
I didn't think anyone could be happier about that kind of independence than
Oh, he said that to me. He said, I'm not doing Peter's streams anymore.
I didn't do anything. No, you think I'm texting Trent. I don't think you're texting Trent. I never said that. And the reason why I said Cap wasn't because you would text him. I'm just saying if someone's literally constantly telling me they're texting them and then immediately I get the response from anybody, it could be anybody, then I think they would be. But I'm not saying you are. I was kind of joking around.
DraftKings Sportsbook.
It's free to play in all 50 states. Answer questions before the quarter starts, like who scored.
Nathan sent me 20 messages.
I mean, at this point, I'm here to broadcast the game, not do trivial pursuit.
I know, but like 5-10, that's all right, but 20?
He's upset because he thought that I was doing it on purpose. I wasn't doing it on purpose. Oh, God. I don't care, though. It doesn't matter. Your mod's back. You're good. We're done. Done with that. Daniel Jones throwing over the middle. Caught low. Daniel Jones in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Jones a handoff. No, he's going to take it himself. Daniel Jones is going to run free for a first down. No. Or are they bringing the ball back because of the stupid rule? They have a dumb rule, guys. They've got a dumb rule, and the dumb rule is this. As a quarterback, if you slide down, timeout Giants, if you slide down, no matter how far you go, where you slide is where they mark the ball down. So he slid down before the marker, even though he clearly would have made it, and he clearly made it while he was rolling. I don't like that rule. Because just because the ball goes down, doesn't mean anything. The ball could be down on the turf with your hand with the ball there, and you're still not down until an elbow or a knee or your behind goes down. Like, that's not, that's... Oh, Texans are playing on next Thursday night, guys. Ooh, we got a good one. And then we get to have it's against Carolina. We get to have, what's it called again? The quiet calls or whatever. There's a handoff up the middle, and the Giants got it. Saquon Barkley, first down, New York.
Needle in the spoon.
Here we go. Daniel Jones throws short. Saquon Barkley. Barkley close to the 45 of Washington. They put him at the 43. You streaming tomorrow? No. What would I stream? Aiden, what would I stream tomorrow? What's even on? Yeah, what would I stream tomorrow? You guys haven't lost a cousin like this. You don't know what it feels like. Yeah, but I trust you. I was doing it as a joke. I apologize. I believe that you're not texting him. Daniel Jones going to the races down the sideline. Daniel Jones gets a block. Touchdown, New York! And this time he didn't trip. Flag on the play. There is a flag, and I think it might be against the Giants. Are you kidding me? Holding against the Giants. That insane touchdown run comes back. Oh, my. Also, Nathan, as I was saying, I get it. That is horrible. I feel so bad for you. I was doing it as a joke. I wasn't. I apologize. I didn't understand how us kind of just being like, oh, you're a liar. Who cares what he's saying to his cousin? That was incredibly offensive and incredibly hurtful to you. I apologize. Okay, Nathan? I apologize. That was wrong by me to kind of override that. I believe you that you weren't texting Trent, and Trent's just, and Trent's just saying, okay? You're joking, LOL? Oh, God. Jones in the shotgun. Jones. Pressure. Throwing! Oh, he had a man. He had a man who would have had the first down and maybe even ran it into the end zone, but a great deflection. Dropped it off. So after that big touchdown run, nothing. It might have been held a little bit, but great defense by Washington. Now here's the play-action play. Where's the holding? No, and that throw is just not on the money, though. Ball is at the 18. Daniel Jones throwing on his back foot. He's got him, man. He missed him. The flag's out. Flag's out. It was Galladay, the same guy he went for in the first down, and if there wasn't contact, it would have been touchdown New York. And Washington is getting called for PI. Now let's see where it comes, where the foul comes at around the 20. So it's not a lot of yardage, but since it is a spot foul, it does give him a decent amount.
You know what I found funny about the 2019 football year? My two friends were arguing. They're both Cardinals and Lions fans, right?
Why are the Cardinals and Lions fans in Philadelphia? Why do you have horrible fan friends? Why don't you live? Why do they? Do you have any Eagles fan friends?
Yes.
No, you can't, because you have weirdo teams that you're friends with. Here's a screen and it's busted up. Guys, please agree with me. How does the guy live by Philadelphia? He's a Cowboys fan, and his two best friends is a Lions fan and a Cardinals fan. What is happening? Please agree that I'm not crazy for not understanding that. My cousin is an Eagles fan from New Jersey. That's fine, but that makes sense. I know Eagle fans here. Saquon Barkley for no yards. I know Eagle fans here.
Right? They're like, Cardinals are going to win. No, Lions are going to win, right? They ended up tying.
Yeah, I remember that game.
That was so funny.
That kind of makes sense, Aiden. I know a few Viking fans from New Jersey. They're not rivals. Like, come on. Daniel Jones. Pressure. Throwing. Got a man to the 5, but the 5 is short of the marker. Sterling Shepard. Washington got him. It's 4th and short. And do you go for the chip shot field goal, or do you try to get a few yards and get an instant 1st and goal?
Whoa!
They will go
You said he's wrong.
for Graham Gano. Why do my voice crack every sentence? I don't know. Maybe the thing's off. Gano scores. It's 10-7 Giants. They don't get that touchdown, but they do get points. 4:09 to go in the second. New York is up by 3.
The NFL's back. Don't spend this season on the sidelines. Bring the game home with a new big screen TV from Best Buy.
Sorry. I think that was hung up.
Every play is stunning big screen detail from brands like Samsung, LG, and Sony. Plus, we'll drop off and install plenty of time for kickoff.
Kittens and peacocks. The Sea Daddy Hawks. Peter, you there?
Yes, I am here.
Giants are gonna lose.
We're up by a field goal. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they're still gonna lose. Dude, that's what I hate about Eagles fans. They're like, oh my God, we won. We're better than you all. You're trash. Dude,
Yeah,
you
you
beat
guys
the Falcons.
lost, so shh. 4:09 to go in the second. Giants to kick it off.
I mean, you know what I mean, right? They're like, oh my God. we're so
Yes,
good."
I know.
Like all over social media, they're like, oh my God.
I like how I've just said there that I understand and you're continuing. Giants will win. Thank you. Someone agrees with me. Shotgun snap for Heineke. Heineke. Some motioning, and there's Gibson. Gibson spinning, and it's a first down, Washington. Antonio Gibson with that spin, and he was able to get right up the middle just like that, and that absolutely helped for sure. Who is my least favorite NFL team? The Eagles.
Wait, the phone cut out, but I heard it first. Duh. So what does that mean?
Said but he asked me what my least favorite team in the NFL was. I said the Eagles.
Oh.
There's a short throw by Gibson, and going down was Bradbury.
talked to Antonio Gibson before the game, and he got big when I asked him about being a full-time running back for now his second year in Washington. He said he still feels like he's still learning the position, still getting comfortable. He feels like he's getting better as the game goes on, as the workload increases, but he loves it, and he continues to emerge in this position.
And a great rookie season is Troy Bennett, fifth among rookies in rushing yards, fifth in
Here is Heineke. Throwing over the middle. He's got a man to the 50. Great throw. Great throw, and it is Thomas. And it is a first down for Washington. Trent, remember when the Cowboys won the Super Bowl? Oh, I forgot. None of us were born back then. Love it, Avs fan. I love it. He's a Denver fan, so he's seen a lot more winning than you have. There is a throw, a short throw into the sideline. Humphreys for a first down for the Washington football team. And they are continuing to move this ball methodically, and just roll it on down and do so much good work that way. Washington, Heineke, pump faking it. Probably last play till the 2-minute warning. He's got a wide open screen, and a guy went down anyway. Humphreys, he tripped himself with 1:58 to go in the second. It'll be second down when we come back. 2-minute warning. Washington is down by 3, but they're marching. 10-7 Giants with 1:58 to go in the second.
The game is changing.
Ratings have been down. This network needs to
Based off of right now, my prediction wasn't that bad. That's
My
off
prediction
right
is
now.
that Trent will stop being annoying.
Nobody likes the gossip.
In case you forgot, I'm the whistleblower. I'm going to get everything I want. And we're back.
There are a lot of ways to offer hope. Our way is by donating a portion of every Hyundai sold to Hyundai Hope on Wheels to help find a cure for childhood cancer, so families can come home for good. Hope is our greatest feature, and it comes standard on every Hyundai.
Aiden laughing emoji, bro, because of what you said.
The courage to go all in and embrace the moment because it's all one big glorious
Angie's List is now Angie's, and it's easier than ever to get your projects done right. With Angie, you can connect with top pros and see ratings and reviews. And when you go to get your Angie, you're covered by our happiness guarantee. Check out Angie.com today. Angie, and done.
What happened?
Knows the kickoff game day party sets a standard for the rest of the season. Every party is a celebration, and nothing adds to the fun like the energy and excitement of NFL football. LG owns the from Best Buy, the official home entertainment retailer of the NFL. Visit NFL.com/Superfan Training Camp to see more game day party content from Best Buy.
Xavier McKinney is in the middle of the field. He's showing a single high look.
Washington, who's looked good with their receivers. This is how he got that ball to the tight end is Xavier McKinney for the Giants. The Giants defense is fairly good. They just got burnt. Absolutely burnt. Safety-wise. And it just never was able to manifest for anything that the Giants felt that they were going to do well in this game. Back out to McKissick, and McKissick will bounce it ahead for a first down. Timeout by Washington. 31 for Washington. Let me go back. They're going to review to see if McKinney was short of the first down. I said it was a first down. Washington actually wasn't. They called it not a first down. So they're going to review to see if he was short or if he got it. Have Seahawks ever won a Super Bowl? Yes, they won one in 2014 when they eviscerated the Denver Broncos. What was that, 43-8? Right?
Yeah.
You watched that Super Bowl?
Yeah.
What was the first Super Bowl you ever watched?
The last one I remember, I think, was Giants and Patriots.
The first one or the second one?
It was the one where that guy made that catch on his helmet.
On the side? On the helmet? In 2008?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that one. I mean, I was young then. I remember a lot.
Wow. You have to realize that you were way younger than me, and I was 8 when that happened, and I don't even remember watching it live. I just remember the highlights.
They are erring on the side, if you want to say erring. They are definitely staying with more calls this year.
Well, they are, but in this case, clearly.
Also, they said no. They're saying no, he didn't cross the first down, so it'll be 3rd and 1 for Washington, and then the shotgun is Taylor Heineke. In the slot, Humphries. Humphries starts to get open. Heineke hand off to Gibson, and Gibson got the first down for sure. Heineke throwing, and he's got McKissick to the 20 of the Giants. As there's less than 50 seconds to go. 3 timeouts, all 3 by Washington. The Giants have 1. 2nd and 4 for Washington, so they can do whatever they'd like with the clock. We tick past 40. Heineke snaps it, throws it. McLaurin to the 11. First down, Washington, and the first down again is at the 1. And I think Washington just called a timeout. They do. So they stop the clock with 34 seconds to go, and they are at the 11-yard line, the Giant 11-yard line. First and 10 for Washington. Heineke. Heineke in the shotgun. Heineke steps up, throws. He's got a man. That's the rookie again. Smith, I believe, and another timeout is taken as Washington is 4 yards away from the end zone and about 3 from the first down.
It's not real good if you start out the year 0-2. Now, these teams playing in the NFC East, it's anybody's guess as to what that might mean within this.
The Giants got a timeout this first half. Washington's got a timeout this first half. 30 seconds left in the first half. Both timeouts used so far by Washington. Heineke calls his own number, and then 2nd and 3. It's about 3rd and 1. Heineke with an extra push could have gotten the end zone. He knows it. Final timeout taken by Washington, and it'll be 3rd and short. They have no timeouts after this play, so if they don't get in, but they could always spike the ball.
tries to get what he can.
And Giants trying to rip the ball out. Almost got it. I'm back, and I see you, Avs fan. No timeouts left for Washington. Clock stopped after that last timeout was taken by Washington with 23 seconds. Giants have one timeout, but they likely not use it. The Giants just used it. Giants just used their final timeout since the clock was already stopped. So no timeouts by either team. 23 seconds remain. Giants are up by 3, but Washington is about 2.5 yards away from the end zone. NFC East division led by a bad team that beat a very bad team. Philadelphia. Dallas with a close loss to Tampa Bay. Giants got ripped apart by Denver. Washington had a tough loss against the Chargers. And this is Washington's first home game, and later on Sunday it'll be Dallas's first home game. Something I know that Trent is looking forward to. Heineke in the shotgun. Also, that was about a 27-point win by Philadelphia, but still against a bad team, and Washington scores. McKissick, touchdown, and the football team leads. Heineke read this play, and McKissick, great blocking by Washington. No one even touched this guy. No one touched him. Peppers went down at the last moment trying to grab him, but McKissick had already entered the end zone. And with 21 seconds, Washington takes the lead, and they're on a chance for a 4-point lead now. And they do. 14-10. Washington.
Oh my god.
What?
I saw TikTok. This guy's like, players you should not start in week 2, right? And he puts Eric Hernandez. Reason dead.
Oh, God. Awful people, but let's talk about McKissick and what a great run for him as this team now takes the stop. Stop! We're trying to have a professional broadcast. Stop it. And McKissick had that real great run and just gashed up the middle. Great blocking by Washington. And J.D. McKissick never even touched by a Giant until the last moment when it was far, far too late. We'll see what they want to do, and the Giants are going to take this out, but ferociously tackled right around the 20 by Board was down. 15 seconds remain in the first half. Let's see if the Giants try to teams with new quarterbacks: Carolina, Cincinnati, Carolina, Chicago, Denver, LA Rams, Houston, Indianapolis, Jacksonville. There's a few others. Didn't have enough time to name them all. And a few of them won, a few of them lost. Daniel Jones will take a kneel down, and the Giants will go to the locker room on the road, down by 4. 14-10, Washington. Daniel Jones has never lost to this team, this Washington team in his career. But Washington's got a 4-point lead heading to the locker room. 14-10, Washington. And we go to halftime. So Trent, what do you think about this game so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good defensively. Not
Yeah.
too bad. It's a fun game to watch.
Morning tonight. It happens on Sunday. It's on any day. We got a game. 12 hours of coverage from Hall of Famers. They're playing their best football of the year. News and analysis.
Again, it's halftime, and it's 14-10 in favor of Washington.
And we're closer to football than ever. NFL Game Day, only on NFL Network.
With NFL Game Pass, you can see every snap from every game. Watch your team on your time. Get football on your terms. NFL Game Pass.
We're at halftime with Washington up by 4. So you are our NFL correspondent. You can be weird at times, but you are our NFL correspondent. What has Washington done good, Trent, to have this lead?
What?
Since you are our NFL correspondent, I'll ask you some questions. What has Washington done good in this football game to have this 4-point lead they have at half? What's up, McDonald's?
They have thrown to Terry McLaurin a few times, who has been really good today.
Right. Anything else?
I do think Washington is running the ball pretty good. Travis Heineke looks pretty good.
Heineke, yeah. I like McKissick, Trent. He's been good for them.
Yeah, definitely.
What do the Giants have to do to have a force in this game, like to get better? Because they've had some moments.
I do think they need to step up their defense a little bit. Both running and passing.
To me, their defense hasn't been that awful. To me, they've had success in one facet. For whatever reason, they haven't continued. And he sounds confused. That's Trent T. Stollians talking. But I got to run the football more. When they've run the ball, the Giants, they've looked really good. Saquon had that big run. Booker's been decent, and they've been running all over the ball, and they've had real success against this team. Here's his stats. Barkley, 5 rushes, 46 yards, a reception for 8 yards. Yeah, they gotta run with this guy. They gotta run the ball.
Yeah.
They've got to.
Saquon is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Daniel Jones also has the most rushing yards on the team.
Right.
Yeah.
The issue with Daniel Jones, though, rushing the ball, is the fact that this guy's a fumble maniac. What's it, 20 fumbles in his past 3 years in the NFL?
Yeah.
Not good.
Daniel Jones has more rushes than passes. Well, yards, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the reason he has more rushing is because he's had to run, and there was no Saquon. But now you have Saquon. And I listened to a radio show today, and you guys that know me and are fully aware of what show it was. And they brought up that Daniel Jones is a play-action quarterback. And the play-action doesn't work if you don't run the ball. So they've got to run this thing. They've succeeded when they've run the football. They've got to really run the ball. It's as simple as it is. Just run the football.
I do think the O-line could be a little better from preventing Daniel Jones to not run and fumble.
Yeah.
Because they're just getting to the backfield and he has to scramble.
Now,
And he-
to their credit, this is a sensational defense. Now, let me ask you this: we always talk about the Giants' offensive line. What do you think about the Washington offensive line?
Yeah, they look pretty good that run play to the end zone, but besides that, I think they're decent.
So you think like that the offensive line looks good in this game for Washington, less because they're good and more because the Giants won't attack?
Yeah.
Okay. So they gotta bring up some ferocity on the pass rush. Okay, now let's talk, since you aren't a Giants or Washington fan, and I know I clown you about the team you like, but you know what? We should talk about them. Let's talk some Cowboys, okay? Everybody can groan. This is where we leave the channel. Oh, but seriously, let's talk some Cowboys. First of all, since I don't watch them, I got to know. I don't know this, and I feel very lazy. I don't want to check the schedule. Who are you guys playing this week?
Chargers.
Chargers. That's a tough game.
Yes.
That's a tough game. What do you got to do to get Justin Herbert out of that game? And that's a home opener, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you have your crowd behind you.
The secondary needs to be really good because we lost DeMarcus Lawrence. He broke his foot. He's going to be out 8 weeks.
That's a big loss. That's a big loss.
And Randy Gregory because of COVID.
Wow.
And Zach Martin, I don't think, is playing because of COVID, too.
I thought he was back.
I'm not sure. I'm going to need to check. He's supposed to be out for 6 to 8 weeks on Lawrence. I'm not sure about Zach Martin, though. They said he has a chance of playing, but I'm not sure.
So what offensively? Offensively, have you liked how the Cowboys have played this year, even though it's early?
Definitely. I did like Dax. He threw to Cooper a few times. He didn't throw many deep balls. He did throw a lot of screens, though, which is what they need to do because he came right off an MRI.
Right.
And it showed he had a muscle strain, so you shouldn't be throwing it all the way down the field almost every time.
Well, what's the deal with CeeDee Lamb, bro? Like,
he's on.
He dropped like 3 balls in that Tampa game, and 2 of them would have been real good catches for his football club.
Yeah, he needs to catch the ball. Michael Gallup, he's on the IR.
Yeah, you guys got some good weapons. You guys have got some good tight ends too. It always feels like you do. You guys always got some real good weapons out on the outside. Have you liked Zeke? Because I felt like his game has kind of been down in the past few years. Do you hear me? Trent, did you hear me?
No.
I'll repeat it again. Do you like Zeke so far this year? Because he's had some issues in the past few years, regressing what?
Trade him.
Wow, trade him. This is the Cowboys fan. I'm not shaming you. I'm not shaming you or insulting you. I'm just saying, wow, that's a hot take. Trade him. Why?
I mean,
why?
Yeah, I really shouldn't say trade him. I should say, like, just you should try more and more. Like 2016, he was trying to break tackles and everything. Now you just get hit.
I think he's also kind of worried of his confidence because of his fumble issue.
Oh my God, he had like 3 fumbles against the Browns last year or something.
Yeah, his whole career he's had a lot of fumbles. He had a bunch of fumbles in Ohio State, but I don't think a lot of people cared because just at college, it's just like you fumble the ball, you get back up, you find a way. And the NFL, you can't fumble the ball because the short field, most teams are going to they're going to capitalize.
Okay,
So,
yes, you were right. Zach Martin is back. But Lael Collins isn't back because he was suspended 5 games for drugs.
Yeah, he's had that issue for a few years. I said he's had that issue for a few years. That's why he dropped to the Cowboys in the second round in the NFL draft. I believe I did a mock draft. I think I had him around like 5th overall. He dropped to the second round.
I just think our linebackers and corners need to step up because we're not going to have a defensive line because we have a guy with a broken foot out. He can't play. We have Gregory who's on COVID list who should play next week.
This is a team with a thin offensive line. I am a Giants fan. This is a team with a thin offensive line. We're speaking about Dallas. With a thin offensive line that let Chidobe Awuzie go to a weaker team because they couldn't afford him. They got some issues. You guys got some issues in the secondary, but I think you know that.
Yeah. I mean, Chidobe or whatever his name is, I don't think he was that good. I mean,
he was decent. He was decent. I remember he got drafted high. He was from the University of Colorado, and he was one of the better Pac-12 players. But Chidobe Awuzie, or Awuzie, however you want to say it, it was a decent player. But this is a thin offensive line that really needs a lockdown corner or whatever, whenever. But you guys are good.
You know who I think is really good?
Sure.
Trayvon Diggs for the Cowboys corner.
Who?
He only led up 1 reception to Michael Gallup out off of like 9 attempts or something. He looked good.
Who?
Trayvon Diggs, Cowboys number 1 corner.
Oh, okay.
Stephon Diggs' brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he only led up 1 reception, so he looked pretty good. Yeah, like I'm saying, defensive line is going to be tough. Then you have not Tristan Hill, but someone who's replacing Lael Collins who has to go up against Joey Bosa, which is the top edge rusher in the league, right? So that's difficult.
I would probably say his brother's a little bit better this year, but yes.
Yeah.
His brother Nick Bosa and not his brother. Wrong brothers of defensive players. Excuse me. TJ Watt. Yeah. TJ Watt. No, Joey and Nick are both great, but TJ Watt having a better year. But no. He's a good. Joey Bosa is probably the top defensive. I'd say this. It probably goes. Well, when it goes to edge rushers, defensive players, you're probably looking at Aaron Donald, then TJ Watt, then Joey Bosa, then Nick Bosa, and then I don't know who would you put after that. I wouldn't put JJ, even though I loved him from Houston. I'm not sure. Too much defensive players, but for whatever reason, he, Mahomesian, McDavidian, whatever, just that talent, that unforeseen talent, that no matter how good the team is, he's the best player at his position. Aaron Donald, just ridiculous.
Yeah. Devontae Casey.
You can't teach what Patrick Mahomes does. You can't teach what Connor McDavid does. You cannot teach what Aaron Donald does. He's just insane. And he's not that big of a guy. He's not. But he's just so amazing at his position.
Dallas really needs Casey and Wilson back.
Daniel Jones, play action fake. Jones throws over the middle. Got him in. Sterling Shepard to the 44 of Washington. Of the New York, excuse me.
He made a sliding catch, put his hand down, and almost got past him.
Yeah. You watching the game now?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Ask Trent if he likes chips. I think I modded Nathan accidentally. Actually, no, I didn't. I was joking. I didn't mod you, I know. Avs fan. Hey, what's up, Avs fan? Daniel Jones shotgun. Daniel Jones. Pressure. Throws up his back foot again. He's got to stop doing that. The Giants do get a short yard. Gain close to midfield. But have you seen that? Have you noticed that? I like chips. Haha, Trent. Trent, have you noticed that, though? Are you seeing the way he throws? He's been throwing a few of these balls.
Yeah,
He's like launching off his back foot like that. That's making me think, because he's not as athletic as guys like Rodgers and Mahomes, that's making me think that he's going to get pressured. He's going to do that, and the thing's going to be a lame duck, and Washington's going to pick it off. I think he's got a free play, but Washington came right for the quarterback, so they stopped the play immediately, and I hate when they do that. I get that it's to prevent injury, but what I've seen is usually with a young quarterback or an inexperienced quarterback, they never let him carry out the play. But if he's an experienced big-time veteran like a Rodgers or somebody like that, they let the free play come. Chase Young, who pound for pound might be the best player on this field, just got called for the neutral zone infraction. That's not going to happen a lot. This guy's a really smart, really full of heart player. I'm really starting to love Chase Young. Like, man, I'm not a Washington fan, but, man, this guy's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
Trent, good news. Your Phillies are up by 9 runs. Trent's not a Phillies fan, but that's bad news for me as a Met fan. Here's Daniel Jones running for the first down and sliding down at the Washington 40. What a drive by New York. Are the Mets playing today?
Actually, good news. Avalanche still suck.
Who?
Avalanche.
The Avalanche? If you're a Flyers fan, you can't.
You know what?
I can't talk either. I'm a devil. But let's check baseball. I want to actually check it. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Anaheim won 9-3 against the White Sox, which is nice. Here's Daniel Jones, short throw. Saquon Barkley, stiff arm. A few yards, they got shoved out of bounds by Holcomb. All right. No, Mets did not play. The Mets had off. Here are the scores so far, okay? Anaheim beat Chicago 9-3. 7-0 Astros, top of the 6th. 17-8 Philadelphia against hapless Chicago in the middle of the 9th. Oh, well, actually, Philadelphia won, actually, because they're at home. So they just won. Philadelphia won 17-8. 7-0 Houston in Texas, as we said. Reds won in Pittsburgh 1-0. Oakland won in Kansas City 7-2. Daniel Jones, handoff. Saquon Barkley goes nowhere. Stopped behind the line, so it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Giants. Here's this third quarter. Goes through. 7-2 Oakland, Kansas City. We said that. 7-4 San Diego and San Francisco. What a win for Nathan's Padres. That awful win. That awful loss at Camden Yards for the Yanks. 3-2 Orioles at the bottom of the 10th. 5-2 Tampa against Detroit. And the Atlanta-Colorado game was postponed. So the only baseball game going on right now is Houston and Texas. And Texas is getting ripped apart by the Astros in the Battle of Texas, Battle of the Lone Star State. Texas is not a very good team. Houston's a really good one. Daniel Jones throwing short. Got Sterling Shepard tackled before he could get to the line by St. Just. And there's a flag on the play. Let's see who it's against.
Oh my God.
What happened? Is he texting you stuff?
Asman texted me and said, Nathan sent me this.
What is it? I'm taking you off speaker. I'm taking you off speaker so you can tell me what it is. I'm telling you what. I know you're going to tell me what it is, but off speaker. What was it? Who cares? You're back on speaker.
Asman said,
You're back on speaker. Tell me about. What are they calling this? Oh, is that Washington grabbing one of the receivers and pulling him out? Yes. Giants get a free first down off of that, and now they're marching. 6 penalties for 47 yards for Washington. 3 penalties for 25 yards for the Giants. Daniel Jones. Pitch to Saquon Barkley. Oh, he lost a ton. Holcomb again. John Bostic with the tackle. Man, Saquon lost a lot. Did you see that?
yeah.
How did the Yankees lose to the Baltimore Orioles? Or Orioles, as you said, Habs fan. Trent, the floor is yours. How'd they lose?
Listen. We suck.
At least you own it. I mean, I own it. The Mets are bad. I own it. Daniel Jones throws short Saquon, and he doesn't lose yards this time, but he only gets about 2. Actually, that was Booker, not Saquon. So it'll be 3rd down, and John Bostic had the tackle on Devontae Booker.
Daniel Jones time to look downfield. He's had a couple of opportunities, but instead he's just come underneath. A little bit conservative with where he's gone with the ball. 13-14, and like to get some more yards for a better field goal try for Goodell.
Daniel Jones with the shotgun again. Jones throws short to try to get more yards. But he's got Slayton. So it'll be 4th down, and the Giants will try to get within 1 for Graham Gano with the field goal kick. Jared, how are you? How are you doing? Since we're streaming football, hopefully you're here at the Puck Drops here. This is on my YouTube channel where we stream mainly hockey, but also football and a few other sports. And we try to be PC. We try to be fun. But since we're streaming football, let me ask you, what's your football team? Graham Gano. The kick is, it's good. Looked like it was vaulting, no good, but it's good. And there are a lot of Giant fans here in Washington, and they love it. 9:07 to go in the 3rd. Washington 14, New York 13. Here in Landover, Maryland.
What if I told you about a kid?
You're a fan of the Buccaneers. Ooh, nice. Tampa's a good team. Our NFL correspondent, Trent Stolley, who is here on the phone. Say hello, Trent.
Hello.
Is a Dallas Cowboy fan, so he got to see that loss to Tampa. What a game that one was, Trent.
Listen.
Don't we play you guys soon in a few weeks?
Yeah, week 6, I think.
It's in your place though, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be big. That's gonna be huge. That is gonna be a huge game.
No, week 5.
Week 5 in Dallas. Nice. It's gonna be a huge game. You realize that, right?
Yep.
For both teams.
It's gonna be huge.
Is that your Trump voice? Bad.
I only say huge in that voice.
That's actually not that bad. That's actually better, and I gave you credit for it.
New customers get our best deals on all smart plugs. That's right, but what if I'm already a customer? Oh, no problem. Hey, Cam. Same deal. Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
Hey, Peter, when you are available next week, I want to see you and Tom before next Thursday. Okay, cool. I'll let you know. I'll text you. Nice to see you here, Tommy Tartar. I didn't even tell anybody of my friends that I was even streaming today, so it's nice that you kind of was like, let me check Peter. And, oh, God. What happened now? Is it something that can be said on speaker?
It's like we make our games realistic. Meanwhile, it shows up Toronto holding the Stanley Cup.
Abs fan sent you that?
I put it on me, actually.
Oh, I gotta look. Because Abs fan hates the Maple Leafs. And we know this. It's a video? EA, we make our game realistic. Meanwhile, with the song playing and Tavares with a beard that doesn't look like it, he's lifting the cup. I love it. Dolphins week 2 upset. Who are they playing? Who's Miami playing? And Buck the, it's from TikTok, but I hate the Leafs more than TikTok. Buck the Atom, that's cool if the Miami gets an upset, but against Buffalo, I don't care about Miami. There's someone, you guys, and you guys can shout it out, who cares about Miami way too much, inhumanly. You know, and those that know me should know who it is. You want to shout it out, you can shout it out.
Me?
No, do you not know who it is? Not you.
Who?
Do you not know? I'm not telling you. Somebody who pays attention to when I talk about people I know should be able to. Thoughts on Tua? I think he's okay. You guys actually not know?
Who?
I'll wait for more texts, and then if you guys don't get it, I'll just tell you. There's a foul. I think against Washington.
teams and a lot of players get hurt in those units.
Felt like it needs to be done.
But no, I'm visiting with Ron. I'm talking about how active they were in trying to find a quarterback this
Oh my God!
What?
kicked a lot of tires.
In MLB The Show, the pitch literally laid in the grass in front
I
of the
thought
plate.
you're
and
watching
Jack
the game. I
Bauer
thought you're watching the game. First and 10. Heineke pressured, throws McLaurin, screen. McLaurin ran into his own guy, and the Giants come with a good group tackle. Does Avs fan like the Rockies? If so, I feel so bad. He does. We all like bad baseball teams. Although his second favorite team is a great team, the San Francisco Giants. My second favorite team is not good. not good at all. My second favorite team is Anaheim, but my favorite team is the Mets, so both of my teams are pretty bad. Heineke in the shotgun. Heineke steps up, throws short. Got a man, Thomas. 2nd and 6 is going to become 3rd down, as Thomas was short of the marker. This is Teo, by the way. Oh, I was wondering who that was. All right, since nobody's knowing, I'll tell you. It's my friend Tommy. He's a dumb. Dolphins is his second favorite team, which I don't understand. Giants only game today, correct? Short of Lawrence. Good coverage by the Giants. Bradbury, a former Carolina Panther. Ayo Teo, what happened, Trent?
I don't know.
That's not even how to spell his name. But it does remind me of a rap song that's constantly playing in the back of my head now. It's not a well-known one, so you guys probably won't know it.
Tell me.
Ayo Kato by DMX. Punt down the field, and it'll be fair caught at the 35 of New York. Who's Teo? He's the guy that's been on the stream before.
Hello, Daddy.
Stop being weird. How many times did I tell you not to be weird? I guess you just never listen to me anyway.
Now you're winning with the king of sports books. Let's go.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every great play starts the night before.
Eat that.
Number 360 Smart Bed tracks my circadian rhythm, average heart rate, and breathing rate, so I know how well I'm sleeping. It's also
Nathan, don't make fun of people. Well, I mean, I don't.
my movement and automatically adjust to help keep me comfortable all night. Sleep Number takes care of the science, so I can
Live in the Bruins area. That's right. Okay, so guys, it's starting to come to that point again. It's Thursday night. It'll be Friday in a few hours, and Monday is the show, the hockey show, which I know a few of you listen to. So I'll post it later, but I'm gonna need ideas because we had a great show, but we got no ideas from you guys, and I told you guys to give some ideas if you want, and also, you can Discord while it happens live. So, some more hockey ideas. Hopefully, training camp starts next week, right? Because I think training camps will officially start next week, and the season will be in a few weeks, so. That's good, I guess.
saw a terrible lower leg injury for Nick Gates early. Billy Price started at center. Then Bredesen is at guard. He's been there since.
Leafs and Bruins already kicked off training camp. All teams start by next week. Okay, because I know that there were, like, prospect camps. But I didn't know if they were training camps. So we'll definitely talk about that during the show for sure. Daniel Jones throwing to the sideline. Galladay almost caught it. He was heavily guarded. He was guarded by Fuller, and it juggled off his one hand, well, not once, but twice. But great coverage by Fuller. Great coverage by Fuller. And that will not be a catch, as he had the coverage. He's grabbing his arm a little bit grabby, but yeah. Yeah, that's they're probably doing. It's probably team skates. It's probably not full-on training camp, because I don't think they're allowed to have, like, NHL registered training camp until next week. Daniel Jones under center. He lost the ball, but there's flags anyway. False start against the Giants. Daniel Jones lost the snap. It went to his feet. He almost lost it completely, but a false start anyway. So the whole play is blown dead. Oh, my heart stopped a little bit. What, bro? How is Saquon playing? Oh, you said that earlier, and I missed it. I'm sorry. He's playing okay. He's had a couple of big runs, but he's not been crazy consistent, and he's not got the ball a lot. He gets the ball now, and for a yard. Kind of interesting, though. They say, oh, Saquon's coming back. He's going to play a lot. Well, they play him against a really good defense, so there's that. As the former Raider coach, Jack Del Rio, is the defensive coordinator here in Washington and helping his team. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. It's kind of funny. A lot of Raider fans I know, including my dad, absolutely hated Jack Del Rio, and I thought he was a great coach. I really liked him. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. If Derek Carr never gets injured, he's definitely one of the great coaches, in that history. And Sterling Shepard wants a flag. He's got one. Daniel Jones threw it over the middle. Sterling Shepard wants a penalty, and he's amped up that he got the penalty call against Washington against Fuller. 3rd and 13, but the flag is out, and this should be holding, I believe it is holding against Fuller for sure, because that ball was heading right to Shepard. And Sterling Shepard loses yards, trying to go laterally. Spun away from Montez Sweat, but then the Ohio State guy got him. 2nd down and forever, as the Giants lost a lot of yards on a weird reverse lateral. Peter, I sent you something on radio station update. All right, you don't have to do it now. I'm just letting you know for a few days in advance. Daniel Jones throwing short, close to 50. Also, as that's a 2nd and 19 becomes 3rd and short. Galladay, former Lion. I want to let you know. I don't. If I sound like I'm being desperate, I don't want to sound that way. No. It's okay. I'm just saying I don't want to sound like I'm desperate. I just want to involve you guys. I think that I got this great opportunity on a real awesome radio show, on a great station, building a career, and I'd love to involve you guys. So that's why I push it every week. But teams that used to be pretty bad are now someone to look out for. Also okay, cool. We can do that. There's a few teams like that. Also, Avs fan. Okay, nice. Avs fan, call him a fraud, please. Sterling Shepard gets the ball past the 35 to the 33. But for whatever reason, and he constantly tells me that I'm wrong about this and that this isn't happening, and it's just because he has friends that like this team. But every time we have a show or have a hockey discussion, Avs fan, I feel like Tommy's talking with the Islanders. I don't get it. I don't get it. He tells me, oh, I talked to Islander fans on Twitter, and he talked to Isles fan girl, that girl that was in those commercials that passes it complete headed to Galladay again. Daniel Jones has been targeting him, but he brings him up a lot. Like we did the show, and we did notes for the show, and he said, okay, first thing we're going to discuss, we discussed the Parisi thing for the Islanders. I'm like, you're not an Islanders fan. Why do you care? No, New York area. I'm like, but you didn't bring up the Rangers. The Rangers have done some stuff. Like, you'd rather talk about Parisi with the Islanders, and you wouldn't talk about Reeves with the Rangers? They didn't talk about Reeves with the Rangers until they brought it up. I mean, this guy a closet Islander fan? I mean, he's going to get annoyed if he sees this video. But I'm telling you, like, am I wrong for thinking he's a fraud for that? Off the back foot, Daniel Jones to the end zone. Touchdown! Slayton! Go to a Lion time and time again. Well, let's go to the other one. Darius Slayton and the Giant fans here in Washington. Love it. New York. 5. What a throw.
That was great.
Great throw, right?
Yep.
Extra point to come for Brandon Oak. That's good. 4:41 to go in the third quarter. Giants 20, Washington 14, New York 5-6. All right, we got a response from Avs fan about what I said with Tommy. Okay, I don't mind if you were in my area, and I've always liked the Owls and I talk about him. But if you're a Rangers fan, no. And listen, the radio station is in New York area. We're going to talk about the Islanders. But, number one, we're in the New York area, but it's before the season. So we don't have to talk about them. And if you want to talk to the Islanders, both Campbell and I, Campbell the co-host and me the host, are not Ranger fans. And actually are like the Islanders and would not be thrown off a cliff for liking the Islanders. So if there's Islander stuff, let us talk about it, and we don't have to involve you.
Should Viagra really cost $90? We don't think so. RexMD.com has FDA-approved generic Viagra starting at just $2.
You know, like...
Want to know what other guys are saying about RexMD.com?
This is my first time using telemedicine, and I recommend this process to anyone. I couldn't be happier with the product.
Just fill out a free survey, and if appropriate, you can try a sample pack of generic Viagra, which are currently available to new customers. Your consultation is free. There's no copays, no doctor office visits, and your shipping is always free. Visit RexMD.com.
Well, we get some water. I'll be back. Stop being weird.
I'm just sitting here watching the game. This is fun.
Me gustaría.
Right. And we bring up, and as I said, since we're a hockey show, we bring up other stuff. As fan, you listen to the show, we talk about all sorts of teams. We had the whole thing about Western Canada. I thought of that since I love Western Canada. We talk about other teams. Obviously, even though I love the Red Wings, even though I love the Canucks, and I believe Buffalo is New York, when the games start, unless there's a big game, we have to talk about the Devils, Rangers, and Islanders first. But there's two guys who like the Islanders, who have no issue with the Islanders, me and Campbell, who can go in and cover them. Just stay with the Rangers. He wouldn't root for the Islanders. He's not an Islander fan, but like I see his phone all the time because he shows it. It's like whatever. He's on Twitter a lot. Goes on Twitter. He's looking at a tweet from the Islanders. I mean, he hates that I call him a fraud, but come on. It's like, were you like one time he's like, oh, you talk about now, you talk about the Red Wings all the time. Well, the Red Wings are an original six team, and they're a team that I'm allowed to like. And they're a team that in the only Stanley Cup final they ever were in against the Devils won. So I'm not a fraud for enjoying and talking about the Red Wings. They're not a rival. Handoff. Up the middle. And this is close to the first down marker by Gibson. Same thing with Vancouver. Same thing with Florida, Arizona, Minnesota, Winnipeg. You agree with me? You agree with me? Do you hear me? Fred, do you agree with me?
What?
Never mind. Heineke throwing, tipped in the air, almost intercepted. Oh, I thought that the Giant was going to come down with that. There's a flag down, 2nd and 3.
What'd you say?
Peter, this is an NHL radio show, not a New York hockey show. Yeah, I know. But it is the area, so it is kind of a New York. So, yeah. But also, I tell you something, and I know it when I see their faces. Neither of them care about the Red Wings or Western Canada. Well, it's funny. Tommy cares a little bit because he's an Oiler fan, but he doesn't care that much. And we're talking about my other co-host. We're East because he's Boston, Washington Devils. Anything else, don't care.
Oh, my God.
But, yeah. But when you talk hockey, you talk all teams. So it'll be interesting to see how this season goes. And, there's so many times, since the show's on a Monday, there's so many times where it'll be hockey season, and I'll be doing a stream on Sunday and looking at some games and going, there's something, guys. There's something that we'll talk about the show. Gibson for a bunch to the 24 of the Giants. Just like that, they move the ball. You have to cover all three. Not one show. But speaking of covering, I'm going to talk to my buddies about this. I think this is a good idea. But since it isn't straight line radio, it's college radio, there tends to be more restrictions. So I don't know how this would go. But I'd like to bring up betting lines. And maybe not immediately, but when the season starts, as Heineke throws to the end zone, over the head of his intended receiver, Brown. And there's no flag, 2nd and 10. But I'd like to bring up betting lines when the season starts to be kind of like, because a lot of sports radio shows do this, to be kind of like, okay, so Detroit's playing Vegas. I have Vegas winning this, but only by a goal. So I think Detroit will cover their spread and Vegas won't. So I wouldn't call the Red Wings on the money line, but if you want to do, you could do the Red Wings over or Red Wings under, whatever it is, and get good money, even though I think Vegas will win. So Vegas money line, Red Wing over, you could make a lot of money. Do that. But I don't know if I'm going to get a call and be like, oh, we can't talk about betting because it's, it's sensitive and it's money and, you're advertising. Like, I don't see, I don't know. We have a radio meeting on Wednesday, so I'll probably bring that up to my manager of the station and be like, hey, I want to do this, but I also don't want to get in trouble. Could we do this? I think it'd be interesting for the show. But what do you guys think about that? If we can get that, do you think that could be good? Heineke hit, throws. He got a man, but he was tackled. That's Humphreys, short of the marker. It'll be 4th down, but it is a flag. Ken Giovanni, I think he's watched him a few times, Hot Take Hockey. I don't know if he's been on a raid. Well, I didn't raid him, so. It'll be an offensive penalty against Cosme. So it would have been 4th and 1, but 10 yards come back. And it was interesting because if Cosme didn't make that penalty, they said that they might have called a late hit against the Giants. Let's see how late this would be. Heineke goes out. He throw. That's not late. That's not late. That's right on when he throws it. Right, Avs fan. That's good, but again, I can't say we're doing that at all until I get an okay. But what we are doing, Avs fan, something that it could be good, is we are doing a. I'll wait till the end of this play. I'll tell you because it's a bit on it. Oh, and if you heard the whole show, then you probably know what it is. Heineke getting out of there. Heineke almost sacked. Heineke's still out. Heineke's going to run for a yard. That's it. Trying to get punting position, I guess. But he only got a yard. So it'll be 4th and 16.
Washington out of field goal range, but as it is, he gets 1 yard.
If they got sacked, they would have been out of field goal range. So that's what they want. They want a field goal to get within, what is it, 3? Yeah, 3. Make it a one-possession game. Well, technically, it's still a one-possession game, but it'd be a field goal game. Dustin Hopkins was 3 of 4 against the Chargers. 48 was his long of the year. This is a 49-yard field goal attempt for Washington with 1:35 left in the third quarter. Hopkins right down the middle. With 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Guys, I vouch that Hopkins would have made that from 59. Like that was right down the middle. You see how much leg he got there? Trent?
Yeah.
Also, this is for when hockey starts again. You should talk about games in the next week that could really have an impact. I'm not going to do that because it's a Monday show, and hockey is a sport that plays every day, and one team is going to play 2 to 3 times a week. So I don't feel like that's something that we would do. I mean, if there are key games coming up, we may do that for the – now, Avs fan, we may do that for the day because we're a 4 to 5 show. So we may – that's a great idea to bring up games that night that are up at 7 because we end the show at 5, which is about 2 hours before 7 o'clock. So, that's a good idea for the day, but for the week, no. But that's a good idea if you edit it a little bit. No, so if you listen to the show, you'll know what I'm bringing up. But we have trivia. So Campbell's up next week. He wasn't able to come this week. So guys, if you want, start thinking of Bruins, Devils, and Capitals trivia. Because those are his teams. So we're just doing the 3. We're not going any farther. But we have to think of trivia questions on all those 3 teams. Don't make it too hard, but don't make it too easy. And the other thing we do is we have an argument about something, kind of like, and you can join in this if you want, Trent, too, for hockey. We bring in an argument about something. One of us takes one side, and the other of us makes, I think I like the idea. I kind of edited better than that. But one of us takes one side, and the other takes the other side and kind of argue. And what I mean by a side is, so our first one, it's called Gloves Off, Mics On discussion. And the first one we did was about the Martin Jelena goal, kick-in goal or whatever, or no, goal that counted but never was counted. So Tommy made the argument that if that goal would have counted, the Flames would have won the next 6:35 and won the cup. And I made the argument that even if they had gotten that goal, which wasn't even completely across the goal line, even if they had gotten that goal, because the puck was half, not completely, that the Lightning were dominant on the power play and they could have come back. So we had that little bit of argument. Then last week we did the Bruins-Blues penalty, and he said if the Bruins would have at least had the series lead or won the cup if they didn't call the penalty on the trip by Perron or Shen, whoever it was, and I made the argument. So it would be like kind of an argument about something. So like one that we kind of did a little bit, we didn't do in full. We could always do that. I know Campbell and I really want to do, but Tommy doesn't care about, is Rolison. If Rolison wasn't injured off the run to the goal in Game 1 against Carolina, did the Oilers win the cup? Stuff like that. So if you have any ideas of like some controversial arguments, or we've also said is we could make an argument for the future, like, the Avs are going to win the division. No, they're not. Oh, it's something like that. Any kind of argument that's straight up opinionated but used with facts is up for the taking. And, of course, trivia. So this week it's going to be Bruins, Capitals, and Devils, and then it's going to hop down to Tommy next week and go back to Rangers, Seattle, and the Oilers.
I'm watching. Never mind.
Oh, God. Shotgun snap, Daniel Jones. Jones sets up, throwing. He got a man. Right around the 38-yard line of New York, Darius Slayton.
Well, like I was saying, there's this game, right? It's like a VR game where you're like a store clerk. And there's like these mini robot things with top hats on, right? They're like, would you please send me a slushie? And they're being like a-holes. So the guy just throws the slushie.
What goes
at
through
him.
your mind when you talk?
What?
What goes through your mind when you have these discussions with yourself, these moral quandaries?
Autistic kids. What?
No, but seriously, like, here's a throw down the middle and a catch for the New York tight end. What a great play, Daniel Jones. And Cade Smith could not stop the play, could not stop the throw. And Daniel Jones, real brilliant. Here's a throw up the middle, and it was nearly intercepted by Washington. And the flag's down the field, and it might be against Washington or New York for an eligible man down the field. Yes, it is. Even though the pass had gone and it wasn't called. Does it have to be a bad call or can it be anything? Anything. Doesn't have to be a call. It could be past. It could be future. Anything that's like that can be argumentatively opinionated but used with facts. And then, of course, the trivia for those teams. And just so you know, it's the same 3 teams for each person a week. For Tommy, it's Rangers, Seattle, Edmonton. For me, it's Red Wings, Vancouver, Devils. And for Campbell, it's Devils, Bruins, and Capitals. And we're doing Campbell this week, so Washington, Boston, and the Devils. Here is a throw over to Galladay. And Galladay. We'll throw it out. Okay, this is probably my favorite debate topic. So now I'm not saying we'll automatically use yours, but it's definitely something we'll consider. Also, we go to commercial. I'm not really sure what happened. Might have been. Oh, I think it's the end of the quarter. Yeah, I think it's the end of the quarter.
Yeah, but magic in the air.
Should the NHL get rid of the shoot? I think we've had this discussion before. I really think we have, Abs fan. Not in the same way, but I think we've had this discussion before. And I know in media you're supposed to have these discussions to kind of – that's what gets good ratings. But come on, how many times can you discuss that? It's just, no, I'm not saying you're wrong for it. I'm just saying, like, it kind of sometimes sound like a broken – not you, but a person would sound like a broken record if you keep on saying it. It's like, yeah, we know. You think you should get rid of the shootout.
Football fans, we'll see you in the fridge. That was a great game right there. After the game, our analysts break it all down with the stars of the night.
Give Moose it.
What?
Where I live, there's a lot of moose.
Moose, really? Or deer?
Yeah. Yeah, real moose. Not kidding.
Wow.
Oh,
Stop.
Daddy Moose.
Weird. Oh, there aren't moose there. You just wanted me to say it. You're a jerk. Should playoff overtime go to 4-on-4 if it gets past the overtime period? That's decent. I'll put that in. If you want to put that in the Discord, Avs fan, I'll think about that. Any other ideas and stuff for each episode could be good as well. I had that with my friends. You have to get it.
They drove to Safeline for a same-day repair, and with their insurance, it was no cost to them. That's service you can trust.
Here's a look at what I was talking about with this offensive line. Some of the protection they've afforded Daniel Jones, and he's able to check out the field. He sees the left. He's looking for his reads. Nothing comes. They works back, holding defenders, comes back, and then completes this pass. And you just see a guy in this half throwing the football with a lot of authority, confidence that he's going to be protected. Now, if you're
Washington's been good defensively, but the Giants trying to extend this lead. 2nd and 5. Fourth quarter about to start. Ball is at the 36-yard line of Washington. Washington rushes. They bring a bunch, and they got a safety blitz, and they get Daniel Jones with the sack right there. Fuller. What was that? Stop.
What did I
It's
do?
annoying. You're making the noises again.
What noise?
You know it is.
What am I doing?
Avs will win the cup, I predict. I have my winner, but I haven't unleashed the video yet. And it's not Colorado. I said that they should do it after 2 OTs because 2 periods is okay, but if it gets to 3 OTs, just forget it. No, I think that's what makes playoff overtime great. Is it's not the 4-4. There's a throw after over to Sterling Shepard. Is short of the first down because Daniel Jones was rushed. 4th down now. This should be field goal range to go back up by 6. And that's what he'll do. That's what they'll do. Field goal coming for the Giants.
I like to sniff farts.
What is wrong with you?
Oh my God.
No, but seriously, like,
Whoa!
you're a clown. 52-yard attempt for Gano. Gano's hit farther. His farthest field goal against the Giants for Carolina.
Made it.
Right down the middle. He drains this thing. 23-17 Giants. Didn't somebody say it would have been 23-17 Giants? Who said that? Somebody picked that. Who was it? Was it Avs
What?
fan? Somebody said it would be 23-17 Giants today.
Me.
It was not you. You said it was
That was Afghan.
23-17
That was
Washington.
Afghan. I said 23-17 Washington.
Somebody said 23-17. Oh, it was Avs fan. That's right. It was Avs fan. Avs fan said 23-17 Giants. If this score holds, wow. They got a prize or something. I don't have money.
You have to buy him a Drew Lock Horse Cock jersey.
You're being weird again.
There's something wrong with me.
There
I
is.
swear.
At least Jimmy. Guys, at least Trent admits it, right? At least Trent admits that there's something wrong with him.
Drew Lock Horse Cock. Hey, your mama. Hey, your mama.
That's not the song.
Oh.
Stop. No one watches TikTok as much as you. You're addicted.
I'm literally on it 20 minutes a day. Not even.
That's a lie. That's so much a lie. That's so much a lie. We're not saying you make content for 20 minutes a day. You on the app. That is such a lie. You are on the app more than 2 hours, 20 minutes. You're probably on like 6 to 10 hours.
What do you mean?
You definitely are.
Listen. Listen up.
Stop.
What am I doing? I'm just saying.
Also, another topic to talk about. What? Oh, that's not good.
Nuggets, with all that IT stuff we gotta do, let's fuel up with some chunky soup. Let's go, baby. Fill up with 16 grams of protein per can and chunky spicy chicken noodle. French fries, come on. Lunchtime is your halftime.
That is a psychopath.
Should the NHL change? Oh, that's good. That's a good one. That's such a good one. I like that one. I may use that instead of the 4-4 overtime. I like that one. Yeah, bring up Jaguar. Remember Jaguar in 2003? He had those awful, gigantic pads that Brodeur didn't wear that many, but Brodeur still was probably the better goalie in the series. They talk a lot about that. Patrick Waugh, I know these are older goalies, but I'm telling you, it started years ago. Patrick Waugh's always complained. And the fact that most goalies now are big guys, too. Like Vasilevsky's huge.
To the 25 for Taylor Heineke.
25-yard line, it went out of the end zone, so Heineke will get the ball there at the Washington 25. His team is down by 6, 13:35 to go in the fourth. Giants try to go 1-1, and it would send Washington down to the cellar of the division at 0-2. With Dallas to play the Chargers and Philadelphia to play, I actually forget who they're playing. You know who they're playing, Trent? Trent, you know who the Eagles are playing?
San Fran.
Who?
San Fran, 49.
San Francisco. Oh, that's right. McLaurin caught that ball and ran it for about 20 yards on a good throw at Heineke, and right outside of midfield is Washington. No one knows what that is.
Stupid TikTok trend.
Yeah, but I know that's what it is, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, that's not what I mean. I should have said nobody cares what it is, not nobody knows what it is. Gibson with it.
Just to give you numbers in that game against the Buccaneers, 26 for 44, 306 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and 1 touchdown run. It was awesome.
Like, goalies want it to be bigger and players want it to be smaller, so there's more scoring. And I wonder what Bettman wants. And you know what? Heineke in the shotgun. Heineke throwing to McLaurin. First down. Right to the 40. The Giant 40. And Humphreys got a screen, but no yards on it for Humphreys.
You asked Patrick Graham about it. He said, 3rd down, red zone, 2-minute. You have to be able.
Short throw to Heineke. Humphreys juggled it, but he was able to catch it and run it for a few yards. It'll be 3rd down. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Great athletic catch. Heineke, pressure. Heineke gets out of there. Lost the ball. Giants pick it up. Was the ball live? I don't think it was ever live. There's a flag on the play. And then the ball rolled out of bounds. We're watching the ball anyway. Let's see what this flag is about. And it's against New York. Sorry for the buffering. I don't know why it's buffering today, but it is holding is the call. I don't know why it is buffering today at all.
I don't think it should be docked for his job.
think this is an issue with NFL Network because this happened. It happened at ESPN. Heineke, he's got movement. Heineke, shotgun snap. Heineke sets up. Heineke throwing over the middle, caught. First down, so the ball is over the marker. By McLaurin. And Washington extends just like that. Let's see if it's on CBS. Because I think I'll probably get some better. No, it's not. We have to have some dumb trick. Oh, now the buffering's off. Okay. Here's a throw to the sideline. Brown dropped it. I don't even think he would get the ball anyway. He would have kept his feet in anyway. Jackson on the coverage, 2nd and 10. Not this. No, I don't. What are you laughing at?
I'll tell you.
Shotgun snap, Heineke. Heineke throwing to the end zone. Incomplete. Brown wants flags. There's none.
It shows this thing on Instagram, like, what's the first player you think of when this logo comes to mind? It says Florida Gate. It's the Florida Gators.
Oh, no.
Someone says Aaron Hernandez. And
Oh, God. Oh, you said that you told the story already. Stop.
I didn't tell that.
Yes, you did.
No, that was a different one. But then the guy replied, he was deadly.
So bad. It's just not right. You don't say stuff like that. Heineke, shotgun snap. Heineke throwing over the middle. Got a man, Humphreys. Tackled down by Holmes, and that is short of a first down. But I think Washington's in field goal range, so I should put them at that 3-point spot again. The back and forth game that this has been. Dustin Hopkins. He nailed that 49-yarder, 37-yard attempt, much shorter. Hopkins, right down the middle. 8:46 to go in the fourth. We're going to the home stretch. 23-20, New York. Washington within 3, but they'll be kicking off to the Giants.
Okay, buddy. You ready? Just run as fast as you can.
Well, see, what my argument on the goalie topic, I think it should be smaller because in low-scoring games, one lucky bounce can change the whole game. Winning only off lucky bounces just ruins hockey. Yeah, but sometimes that big equipment can hinder you, so it actually is okay. Because if you remember, the Avalanche and the Knights wore a lot of big goalie equipment on Grubauer and what's his name?
Whoever needs a little kick in the keister. Get the Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich in classic or spicy for just $3.99. It's finger-making good.
There's nobody I respect more in football than Nick Saban.
We had a lot of suffering to get to where we were. When you get to the top of the mountain, you become the mountain.
I got off chat. I'm tired. I'm going to be in the stream. Okay. Game's almost over, too. I'm pretty tired, too, and I got to go to sleep anyway soon because I got a class at 8:30 in the morning.
No more rocket ships. Feel the NFL action like never before. Download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app and play free for millions.
That's such a good meme, though.
Premier Week is coming. New outdoor challenge.
That is a stupendous idea.
Oh, hello. Fast explosive. Premier Week begins Monday, September 20th.
Oh my God! Next time, let's make it a bit bigger.
Saquon Barkley, the second overall pick in 20.
Barkley and the Giants are back on offense. And we'll see what they can do with 8:46 to go in the game. Up by 3, and they're going to get the ball.
Barkley 3 games. Tore the ACL of his right knee in week 2 against Chicago last year. In this game so far, 39 snaps. A short turnaround after being out there for 28 on Sunday in the loss at home against the Broncos. But had the one long run in this game tonight, and that's really about all he's done. And he has said that he doesn't want the knee to be an excuse for why they don't run the football better. But everyone who's had an ACL injury talks about it. They say it's usually the second years when they feel normal.
Touchback now for the Giants. They'll get the ball back
And we see it.
right now to start.
A guy who coming back from a total knee reconstruction and hasn't played much football, and is trying to work him back in and go at his pace and see what he's capable of doing. But tonight, it's been all Daniel Jones. 3-point lead for the Giants. Starting at their 25, and the crowd jumps in.
Daniel Jones under center. What's my name? Peter. Puck Drops Here is the name of this channel. Throw by Daniel Jones, wide open. Sterling Shepard. And the Giants got a ton of yards like that. What's up, McDonald's? How are you doing? Well, I know I already asked how you're doing already, but I usually just say it anyway because, I don't know. I'm dumb. Since we're doing a football stream, this is mainly a hockey channel, but since we're doing a football stream, I'm going to ask it, what's your team? Yeah. But what is your football team if you have one? Saquon Barkley for a bunch of yards and close for a first down marker as the clock will tick because the clock is their friend. Washington has all 3 timeouts, though. Seahawks? Oh, nice. You guys got a real good team. That game against Indianapolis, what a beautiful game for Seattle. And Barkley got hit, but Daniel Jones, who I don't actually think got the first down marker, went for a quarterback keeper. Saquon Barkley just got rattled down, but he never even got the ball. Good play by Daniel Jones, even though he didn't get the first down. And it's 3rd and 1. And they'll let that clock run as much as possible. Because I don't know how much New York trusts their defense. The pro-Washington crowd, despite the fact there are a lot of Giant fans here, are buzzing. They've got a real good team. 3rd and 1. I flubbed the handoff, but the fullback still got it and had way more than enough for a first down for the Giants. And now they move the chains and the clock will run. Now, Washington also has the 2-minute warning. Do you like your name? Yeah, it's okay. Cool. I have no problem with anybody's name. Who is Trent? T. Stolly, you'll see him. Or Trent the Noob, whatever it is. Yeah, Trent the Noob. He is who we call our NFL contributor and one of the regulars here. Wide open! Oh! Daniel Jones looking for Darius Slayton for his second touchdown of the day. There was nobody even close. And right off the hands of Slayton, the Giant fans knew that they would have had this, maybe not in the bag, but they really would have had Washington on the run here. And what this does also is stop the clock. And Johnson was beat cleanly by Slayton, who kept running, but he just couldn't get the ball. No, I know you did that. I know that you did that. But he doesn't like you because you felt that you were being completely rude and offensive to him. Saquon Barkley with a rush up the middle, and he got tripped up just before he got to the marker. You know what? This is Nathan's alt account. I said I wouldn't have an alt account. I'm hiding it. Third and 5 for the Giants. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. And there's movement. And it's against the Giants. Full start. 3rd and 5 becomes 3rd and 10. Another penalty, and it's against the offensive line. Thomas, it's 3rd and 15, and Joe Judge is incensed. The Giants have committed 2 false start penalties against their offense, and now the 3rd and 15 has probably put them out of field goal range. No, I don't want you making fun of it. No. .5:36 on the clock, 3rd and 15. Here's Daniel Jones. Jones has room, has space. Daniel Jones will run. Daniel Jones does not fumble the ball, does not get the first down, but close to the first down, and they might be in field goal range now. That's a real smart play, and they are in field goal range. Graham Gano comes on for the Giants to try to kick this thing.
Jones is doing everything he can. 55-yard try caught up. Gano has been money.
And there's the kick down the middle, and it's good. Graham Gano, 26-20. 4:50 left. The Giants, nice. Dingland Wing. The Giants with a 6-point lead, 26-20, with 4:55 to go in the 4th quarter. Washington's getting the ball back, down by 6.
You work in IT, complaints are part of the job.
Bill says the copy's weekday.
But since CDW helped us switch to Mac, everyone's happier. Dan from finance likes getting performance without a big price tag. Baby digs the power of the Apple M1 chip. Mac is easy to manage, compatible with all our apps, and came pre-configured by CDW. Now we're even getting compliments.
That was Bill again, says he loves his new Mac. He's right about the coffee.
With moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, your plans can change at any time. Your head wants to do one thing, but your gut says, not today. GI-focused Entyvio is made for this. Entyvio acts specifically in the GI tract to prevent an excess of white blood cells from entering and causing damaging inflammation. Entyvio has helped many patients achieve long-term relief and remission. It may help you too. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, a risk of PML, a rare, serious, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, experience frequent infections, or have
Hey, how you doing?
symptoms or sores. Liver problems can occur with Entyvio. If other treatments haven't worked well enough, ask your doctor about Entyvio. If you're experiencing financial hardship during these trying times, Takeda may be able to help. Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Crew Tag Team to help you plan dessert.
What's my name, Peter? Puck Drops here at the channel. What Peter's name? We have a good game so far.
Coming up next is the Mercedes EQ postgame show. We'll have plenty to talk about on the heels of this fun game. Week 2, but a good one between Washington and New York. 6-point lead again with under 5 to go. 34 straight he's made, a Giants record.
Graham Gano, 34 straight field goals made. No Giant has ever kicked more. Real good for him. Real good for him.
Believe in that guy. I think you're tempted to be going for it there on 4th down. Joe Judge had all the belief in the world that he would know, just like he has so many other times.
Kick is out of bounds, out of the end zone. 4:50 to go in the 4th. Washington's got all 3 timeouts. Giants do as well. Washington does have the 2-minute warning to help them.
All the time in the world for Taylor Heineke. We've got just under 5 minutes and all 3 timeouts. The whole playbook is there. They can run the ball if that's what they want to do. Don't have to get into the hurry up.
There's a throw down the sideline. Washington's got it. Down the sideline. Past the 20. McKissick to the 18-yard line. A running back got a deep pass. And the Giants were always in control, but it kind of puts things in a different direction because remember the Giants are up by 6, not 7. So an extra point gives Washington the lead. Down 26-20. And McKissick with a real good read there. To see the corner dipping in Heineke. What an incredibly thrown ball by him. And McKissick just got them into great range. Heineke stepping up, faking, throwing down the sideline. And the end zone touchdown, Washington. Thomas. And Washington is tied at extra points to give the football team the lead. This is the kick. This could give Washington the lead or we stay a tie. Kick is good. It's good. Kick is good. And the Giants nearly blocked it, but it was able to shift its way through. Washington 27, Giants 26. And the Giants, who still have those 3 timeouts, they are the ones that are going to have to come up with a comeback here. And they've got time to do it as Taylor Heineke led this Washington team down the field. This would be a brutal loss for the Giants if they are to lose this game the way they've played.
He gives his guy a chance, knowing that he has the ability to go up and make a play. And Giants don't have all the time in the world. They only needed 2 plays. McKissick for 56, and then the touchdown to Ricky Seals-Jones. His first catch with Washington. This is so good by Taylor Heineke, just hanging in there. He checks things. He doesn't like it. He thinks, okay, I'll give him a chance. And if he can't make the play, nobody will. I mean, that is a perfect throw, is it not? It is. You know, it's a perfect throw
Brutal loss for the Giants. I think I've heard that already. Oh, stop. You guys are going to somehow lose to Jacksonville. It'll be great. If you're wondering, Avs fan is a Denver Broncos fan. 4:33 to go in the fourth. Washington 27, New York 26. Hopkins the kick. And this will go out of the end zone. The Giants to the 25. Hashtag beef. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Jones. Shotgun snap. They bring the pressure. Daniel Jones throwing to the sideline. Oh, I said the end zone. To the sideline. And Galladay dropped off his hands. It'll be 2nd and 10. Also, the Washington side of the crowd is now roaring, and the bench is going crazy. So they've lost, they had everybody kind of quiet. They had the Giant fans going. They've lost that now. So they're going to have to deal with crowd noise and everything else. This is not particularly a very noisy building, but it sounds pretty crazy now. 4:28 to go in the game. 2nd and 10, Giants. Shotgun snap, Daniel Jones. Jones throws over the middle. Got a man. Past the 35, the 37. And it's Kyle Rudolph, the former Viking. What a great pass by Daniel Jones to this security blanket who we may look for more of. And right up to the midst of Kyle Rudolph, and it moves the chains. Saquon Barkley for a yard. He's not been good running the football today. Second and 10. There's a throw short of Slayton, and Slayton wants a call against Washington. There's none. 3rd and 10 coming. Stops the clock, though, with 3:27. I don't know what that's Russian for, Avs fan. That's a lot of characters, so you must have really actually known what you were saying. What you up to? Broadcasting this game, Keith. Giants and Washington. Washington 27, Giants 26. 3rd and 10 for the Giants from their own 38. Daniel Jones, shotgun snap. Jones. Then out of there. Throwing the sideline. What a catch, Slayton. Slayton got it. Washington saying incomplete. Did he get it? Incomplete's the call. There's the catch. 1. Oh, wait a minute. No. He had the first 2, but he didn't get the ball when he got the first 2. Let's see again. 1. That one never. The other one never went down. That's a college catch. In real life, in NFL, it's not an actual catch. Oh, that was close, too. It was a phenomenal catch. Dixon will have to punt. Giants' first punt in 7 possessions. This will be caught at the 7-yard line. Washington 7. So Washington gets the ball at their 7. The Giants have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning with which to work with. So you know that one of those timeouts is coming out immediately. Well, can't come out now, but once the play is run. How did you like those Saints bust Rodgers' butt? Winston looked good. He did look good, famous Jameis. I do. Yeah, I picked the Packers to win the Super Bowl. That was really surprising, even though it is just week 1. Gibson bullying Giants. He gets to the first down. Now, will the Giants call a timeout? I think if he was stopped before the marker, they would have. They don't. 1st and 10, Washington. 2-minute warning with the football team up by 1. Thanks to that clutch drive from Heineke and that great run by Gibson. No 2-minute warning. Really? That's weird. They let the clock run. Heineke under center. Heineke handoff. Gibson. Stuffed. Well, at a few yards. That was stuffed, but he was just log jammed the way he was tackled down with 2:22 to go in the game. The Giants call their first timeout at 2nd down. Now they're only down by 1, remember.
Fans, I'm sure, are still thinking about the touchdown run by Jones, who was called back, and then that drop by Darius Slayton, where they had to settle for 3 as they now trail by 1. Yeah, they've left a lot of points out there.
Second and 7 for the the Washington football team, excuse me. Football team's at the 22-yard line. Their own 22-yard line. Heineke thrown over the middle. Intercepted! Bradbury picked it off! Giants at the 20. Giants at the 20. Giants are at the Washington 20. James Bradbury just picked off Heineke, and the Giants are immediately in field goal range. They're in the red zone. What a pick by the former Panther, Bradbury, and the Giant fans are alive again. My God, what an interception. He completely fooled McLaurin. And Heineke right into the chest of Bradbury. Does he intercept that? Because it kind of flicked it in. But, yeah, absolutely. Kind of wasn't cleanly the way he caught it, but he absolutely caught it, never dropped it. And Bradbury to the Washington 20. There's the slam of the helmet by Heineke. And the Giants now, down by 1, have the ball in the Washington red zone. Who is Keith? Keith Dugas is a Saints fan who's been on this channel for at least a year. First and 10. That's the first turnover by either team. Washington turned the ball over. Handoff over to Barkley, and he gets that line of scrimmage. Oh, that's why it's the 2-minute warning. That's why when I said, I don't know why the clocks didn't stop. That's why it was the 3-minute, but it's 2-minute warning. So Washington will call their first timeout. Obviously, they're going to try to get them all off before the 2-minute warning. The Giants, I think, if you're smart, you want to get a first down. You want to do something where Washington doesn't call another timeout before the 2-minute warning, unless you get a first down. Then that's fine. I've heard about Trent. Who is he? He's I don't know, our NFL correspondent who's okay. Do you like your name? Yeah, sure. Been gone for a minute, recovering for. Oh my God, I am so sorry about that. How are you okay with that? I know that did some devastation. I hope that you are okay. Saquon Barkley for about 2 yards, and it's 3rd down. So 2nd and 9. It's the third down, and Washington has called their second timeout. So they've got one more, and the Giants have to run a 3rd down play. It's good clock management by Ron Rivera. If you're the Giants, you want the no-names to win. Not necessarily, because the Giants then could get a field goal before the 2-minute warning, and then right after the 2-minute warning, Washington could have got the ball with 2 minutes to score a game-winning field goal. So not necessarily. You wouldn't necessarily want them to waste them. You kind of want the 2-minute warning with Washington already having a timeout. But that's not necessarily the way things are going to go. Who is Charles? Just a random person. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Daniel Jones. Shotgun snap. 2 receivers wide to the right. The left. Up in the middle. He's got a man, but he's short of the marker. Sterling Shepard. Or did he drop it? Sterling Shepard dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. So it stops the clock. So no timeout taken by Washington. Now, 4th and 7, you don't go for it. 4th and 7, they're going to go kick. Joe Judge is a little angry, trying to figure out what that call should have been. So Graham Gano will try to give the Giants a 2-point lead, 29-27. The kick is up, and it is good. Right down the middle. Giants by 2, right at the 2-minute warning. So Washington has 1 timeout. Giants have 2. And a Giant one just went down. A Washington player just pushed Graham Gano. Is this going to be a penalty against Washington? And Graham Gano thinks it should be. I got to see this replay. Graham Gano just went down. Now he does a signature celebration. This, as he's given the Giants a 2-point lead. I got to see the replay of what just happened. Giants by 2, 29-27. Washington's got a timeout, and they'll have the ball after the 2-minute warning. But I got to see what happened. What did the Washington player do? Dumb move. It's a dumb move if there's a flag, but I didn't see a flag. And you'd think there would be one. Now they're not calling a 2-minute warning commercial break, so I'm wondering what's going on.
The quarterback numbers, big numbers for Jones and Heineke. Pete Gettleman, the general manager for the Giants, knows he's going to live or die with this offensive line. We showed you that quote early. Something he's been talking about trying to improve since he took over. He uses a technical term for it, hog mollies. So far, they've come through for him tonight. They've given Daniel Jones.
If this is a flag, it's over for Washington. I didn't exactly. Were you talking to me? I'm talking to the stream. That's why you have the stream. I'm talking to everybody. 2-minute warning, so they won't take a break. I guess not, unless they're calling this kickoff apart before the 2-minute warning. They can't stop it until – even that would be weird. So I'm not sure what's going on with the clock, but the kick is out of the end zone. Touchback, Washington to the 25. 1st and 10 for Washington. Probably try to figure out a way to get Hopkins a chance to win the game. Did they throw a flag? No flag. I'm talking this whole stream. 2 timeouts for the Giants, 1 for Washington.
A 300-yard gain for Heineke.
300 yards passing in the air for Taylor Heineke. Ball at the Washington 25. Heineke throws. Caught, juggled, but Kissick got it, and then he was just tackled down. Well, it was touched, and his knee was down anyway. As the clock will run, New York has 2 timeouts. There's Heineke in the shotgun. Taylor Heineke. Yeah, I said already. Your name's okay. Your game's good. Heineke throws up in the air, almost intercepted. Almost picked off. Was going for Humphreys. No flags. 3rd and 8. And it stops the clock with 1:36. No, it won't be funny. Stop saying stuff like that. Humphreys would have had a 1st down with a catch. Heineke throwing short. He's got McKissick. I think he's short, but he was trying to reach the ball past the line to gain. He is short. It'll be 4th down, but he did make a good juke to get some yardage. Obviously, Washington has to go for it, even though they are at their 34. Handoff, wide open lane, and McKissick easily waltzes through the line to get a first down as the clock will tick. We got a few yards there, though, 1st and 10, and we have 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Giants 29, Washington 27. Somebody's going 0-2 in this division. Thrown to Thomas. Right around the 45-yard line. They're about 8 to 10 yards away from the longest range of Hopkins that he's reasonably hit. 20 yards, not 8, excuse me. Flag on the play. Is it delay of game or false start? This is delay, or is this not delay of game? Excuse me, false or neutral zone. If it's a false start, it would normally be a 10-second runoff, but I think they just lose their timeout. Neutral zone against the Giants. That's what I was fearing. That's not good. Not good. It's a 5-yard penalty, and Lorenzo Carter got caught in the neutral zone. And that gives them, that's 5 yards, so now that Washington needs 15 yards. I'm in commercial roofing soon rolling. Okay. Game clock goes to 39. Play clock goes to play clock goes to 39. Play clock goes to 40. Game clock goes to 39 seconds left. Washington has the 1st and 10 via the dumb neutral zone penalty against Lorenzo Carter and the New York Giants. Ball is at now over midfield. Ball is at the 48 of the Giants. Heineke, shotgun snap. Heineke pressured. And there's a whistle. I think somebody called a timeout. Might have been the Giants. It was. New York has called their second timeout with 39 seconds left to kind of figure out what they want to do. Clock had stopped already. So Giant fans very like, oh, no. Why would you stop the clock? Well, the clock was already stopped. So it actually makes sense then.
Touchdown off the board. And the Giants had to settle for 3, and then this drop by Darius Slayton on a blown coverage. And again, the Giants had to settle for 3. Well, there's 11 points that have been left out there by the Giants. They had 2 touchdowns that they missed on, and had to settle for field goals. And then they got sacked and got knocked out of field goal range. 39 seconds left.
Heineke setting up. Heineke throwing. McKissick got it. And I think he's in bounds. We're going to say incomplete? Incomplete. They said McKissick did not get both feet down. Stops the clock. But they say he did not get both feet down. And that would have been real good for Washington. We'll have to see. I wouldn't put it past Washington to challenge it. Although I don't know if they can challenge it because they're under 2 minutes. I don't remember how the rules went. Here's the catch. 1 foot. Ball went out anyway. Ball came out anyway. So it doesn't matter. 34 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Heineke. Giants pressure. Thrown for Brown. Brown got it. And it's 3rd and short. And Washington just called their final timeout. So I would say the clock running would have helped the Giants there, for sure. Third and 5 with 28 seconds left. Yep, definitely a great game. Definitely, for sure. Hopkins, 56 yards, his career long, and now Giants just took a timeout. Giants, though, had a good reason to take a timeout. And you're a Seahawks fan. Oh, nice, cool. Peter, last year you used to show the TV a little. The YouTube, yep. YouTube always been brutal. I mean, I enjoyed my career on YouTube, And I do like that YouTube allows me to have this platform, but come on, like, that's literally why, bro. But I thank you for saying that instead of like, Troll TV, you understand. And yeah, and Seahawks, okay, nice. There's another Seahawks fan here. Seahawks are a good team. Know what they have. You know what they have brought to the table, that great team that they've got. So, reason why they called a timeout. Have you ever got banned for it? Twice. Timed out for 90 days each time. It sucks. Yeah, no, I did. I have in the past. Heineke throwing short as got Humphreys for a first down. He's hauled out of bounds. They're at Hopkins' career long, but they're not really in a range that they would feel confident with kicking him. Anyway, the reason the Giants called a timeout was because they would have had too many men, and that would have given Washington even more yardage. This gives them some yardage, but I don't know how much that they felt like they've got. 24 seconds left. They are at the 36. The Giant 36. It'd be a 54-yarder for Hopkins. There's a throw. McLaurin, he caught it to the 30. And now, with less than 20, that's I want to say a 50-yard field goal, so it becomes more manageable. Now we'll probably start running the ball. There's no timeouts, so I don't know what they're calling here. They're reviewing it. They're reviewing to see if McLaurin caught the ball. Now, this is a booth review because we're under 2 minutes. This is not a Giant review. Giants don't have any timeouts anyway. Let's see. McLaurin got the ball. I would love for this to be called back as a Giant fan, but as a football fan, I know that's a catch. Yes, he did, and volume used to be louder. Restricted, ugh. I could have it louder, but my volume's not louder, Keith. My volume's not louder, not because I'm afraid of YouTube, because it's late at night here. And number one, I have a class tomorrow, and I'm going to get knocking from the RA and all that bull crap. That's mainly why I don't have it loud, not because of YouTube. And it does stand. It's McLaurin's ball. And Heineke spikes the ball. Ball's at the 31. 5 seconds left in the game. Either Washington wins or the Giants win. Dustin Hopkins, it's a 3rd and 4. Giants have no timeouts. Washington has no timeouts. So this is happening. Nobody can ice the kick. It's just a kick. And either Washington not necessarily wins because I don't think it goes in. I think there's still like 1 second on the clock even if he makes it. But either the Giants win or Washington has an opportunity to win. Hopkins, the kick, it is wide right! Giants win! There's a flag down. Oh, no, if this is against the defense, this is brutal. If this is against the defense, this is brutal. Heineke's pointing. Oh, no. Washington thinks it's against the Giants. No one's left the field. No one has left the field. 3rd and 4. It's against the Giants. It's against the Giants, so he's going to have another kick. And if you know how field goal kickers are, this probably goes right down the middle. Because he's got another shot at it. He's getting more yards. He feels more confident. Oh, my God. Really? Because the hand was behind the line? Are you kidding me? Now it's a 43-yard kick, and this could be an absolute drill. We're going to put this is no time. So if he misses it, he misses it. If he makes it, Washington wins. Here we go. Hopkins' kick is good. Washington wins. kick was going wide. It drills right up the middle. 2 stupid special teams penalties are going to cost the Giants the game. Washington wins it 30-29 in an unbelievable game. The Giants are going 0-2. They will host Atlanta next, who is a real bad team, but they're 0-2, and Washington is 1-1. And we can only stay on the sidelines and root for the 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers with their games against Dallas and Philadelphia. Washington pulls out their first ever win against Daniel Jones and Taylor Heineke. What a play. And this was a great game, but just not the result that we wanted. 30-20, Saquon. I'm with you, Saquon. 30-29, Washington wins. See you guys on Saturday, hopefully, for New Mexico State and Texas A&M. If we can't get that game, then I'll see you on Sunday night for Chiefs and Ravens. Good night, everybody. Happy hockey, everybody. My God.